Hi, Ridhima. Very good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Finally, you're here.
Thank God and thank
So,
Ridhima. I thank Pyle
thank
too
God.
for the timely follow-up
Great.
and
Yeah.
encouraged me to join this course.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. We have a couple of more people, but they haven't yet joined, but it is already 11:05, and we would like to get started. Bindu is going to be off the video because she has some challenge in her eye and she's resting. Okay. So thank you so much. You will also see old members as well coming in to participate and to work with you. You would also have after, during these 5 days, you will also have some of the mentors who would be joining in to take extra session as well for an hour. I will let you know the schedule day-wise every day. Okay, all right. So, very, very warm welcome to the transformational journey. I can't really tell you how transformative and how exciting the discovery with NLP is. You all have met me, you all know me, you have, seen me already and the kind of work NLP has, uh, done for me. When I say NLP has done, what I mean is that when I utilize the tools and techniques, practice, 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 there's a lot of change which I see personally in myself, whether it comes to health, whether it comes to managing emotions, whether it comes to managing life, whether it comes to managing, the work, all of that. So it has been amazing change. And it's like, it is never ending kind of thing. If you can make this tool handy, the transformation and discovery with this all is never ending. You all are a part of the traditional NLP for personal mastery, personal transformation, and coaching. And also, you are a part of New Code NLP, which we will be first conducting online. There are some changes which we have made, but it is going to benefit you because instead of only 10 days, you have 15 days of my access or, doing the tools and techniques. So it is going to benefit you, that I can rest assured. Let me get started with knowing the intent, that what is your intent before we begin the very first day for you all to take you through the introduction, to take you through how it actually started, and we would open some of the basic techniques for today. That's the agenda. We will have our lunch break around 1:30ish. It is 11 o'clock, so we can go for 2.5 hours. We will see, depending on, I choose flexibility and depending on the agendas and concepts. So it can be 1 or it can be 1:30. All right, but not delaying from 1:30 because all of you have your own plans also. So I understand that. All right. We will have a lunch break for at least 45 to 50 minutes, but let's stick to 50 minutes and not more. If there is any delay or anything from any one of you, please make sure that you message me or Payal personally so that we know. All right. Or you can very well message on the main group also. That is easier for everyone to know. All right, because you're going to be a part of breakout rooms. You would be doing a lot of tools and techniques with each other. And there are people who have already done it. So that will also be a very good support to you to learn this. We always like to have a small group of people online as much as possible, not more than 10. That has been the, focused strategy online, especially. Offline, we have had people which is more than 20, 25. But online, it becomes easier to manage and to really make you learn as much as possible. That is the intent. Okay. The meetings will be recorded. So all the recordings will be available to you after 48 hours of each meeting. And the meeting recording will be shared with you on the main group, Classic Code Elevate group, in which you all are in. After the meeting is shared with you, then they will also share you the steps to access that meeting. Okay. And if in case you are unable to access that meeting, then you can reach out to Namisha. Her name is in the classic code as iFlame Consulting. Her name is Namisha, and she will help you with the admin. If in case Namisha is not able to help you within 24 hours, then in that case, you can also, raise it directly on the main group to Rahul as well. Okay. Rahul has been there handling the entire backend operations. So he would be able to help you quickly, but there is a hierarchy which we try to follow so that not everything comes to him. That's the whole agenda, and the team also becomes responsible. But having said that, we are here to help you. You can mark the messages directly on the main group so that we know that you have asked the team, and then the team will be just on the roll to help you. Okay. You have Namisha and Payal. Namisha for the admin and Payal for all the other client queries and everything which you have been discussing. Okay. So let's get started. This is going to be a lot roller coaster. We are going to start the traditional basic classic code NLP. We're going to go into the roots of where it got started, the piece of the modeling. And you would also notice that when I, teach you all, when I would be taking you through, you would notice that I would be, doing a lot of metaphoric work as well. You know, there is a reason for metaphoric work. There is a reason why we do it inductively also. Apart from the deductive work, means indirect way of influencing your unconscious to change. That's why we do a lot of metaphoric ways, a lot of story way, sometimes challenging you, sometimes questioning you. There would be also times where you would find that I am not answering you directly, and rather I would ask you a question. Okay, so there is an intent for that also. I want your unconscious to discover rather than me telling you everything. You would love discovery. Your unconscious will start learning faster. There would be also times that, I will say with your question, if you have any question, I would say that, okay, let's just do a technique. I would not answer you directly sometimes. Sometimes I may answer you directly. Sometimes I may do a technique. Sometimes I will throw a challenge on the question. Yeah. Sometimes I would ask you, go and do this task. After this task, you come back and then tell me. Yeah. So have patience because it is not a really logical training. Yeah, it is not like the way the other trainings are that I have to take you through a specific topic, for example, leadership. Yeah. So it's a very it's a training on working on ourselves. And we have been working on ourselves since the time we are born. Not we are unconscious. Our body is doing everything without we knowing anything. The way we learn to eat, or the way we learn to speak, or the way we learn to hear or sing, right? The way unconscious is digesting our food, the way we learn to stand up and walk, right? All of this, the body is automatically discovering. The body is running the program. And it's just so amazing that the way the program is running, so many times we don't even know that what the program is, how it is running, what is happening. Yeah. So the whole idea is that let your unconscious identify the different kind of programs, and you also identify consciously, you will become aware of identifying those different kind of programs which is running, and let your unconscious get onto the flight to choose, have a choice to change some of the programs. And when the deeper programs will change, then the newer habits will build. Then the newer programs will come. Then the neural pathways will become. Then there will be no need for you to really, do techniques. At this moment where I am dealing with so many things together, I am very happy to really not do a technique. Yeah, and I'm really thankful to God for this. That's the first thing I always say. For me, spirituality is the first and the best thing, and then NLP and the gurus and everyone. So at this moment in my life, after so much of practice and the guidance of my mentors and the guidance of course, my Guruji, I've come to a point where it's not that I have to really sit down and do a technique fully. I may just ask my unconscious. I may just have a little clarity. I may just not do anything because my unconscious knows it. So it just happens. Okay. And it is beautiful. It is, I can't tell you, I can't express you. For example, think about, dealing with the, C-suite clients every single day, right? And I'm not really getting ready every day on that because my mind is thinking. It is a lot of, if I have to tell you, previous Ridhima, who would be worried, kya karna है, kya karna hai, talk internally and, all the time. And now the Ridhima is different. That helps me to maintain, of course, my health, improve my efficiency, help myself to be more happier, help to manage big things together very easily and in a calm way, feel more confident, feel more happier, give more to my family. All of this just happens. So I want you to like open your arms, you know, to surrender to this practice. Give yourself time, have patience. I know patience is going to really help you all. Seriously, I'm telling you. Do a very good deep practice for this coming 3 months. Get to know yourself deeply, what you want, who you are, what are you doing, what all you want to change, what all you want to do. Give time to this. It's a self work. And the more time you will give to yourself ना self work पे फिर देखना आप ऐसे डायमंड की तरह you actually feel like shining. That's the way it actually starts happening. This experience cannot be put into words, but I'm trying my best to put this into words still so that you know that where are you heading to. This is the best decision of your life to work on yourself, and I can guarantee that because I have gone through this whole thing. It is such a beautiful thing. Your vision of working on yourself, working with others, all that will get sorted the more you will just keep doing the practice. There are people who, kept listening to the recordings multiple times. There are people who kept coming back, like you will see people who are coming back and coming back for three years. There is a reason because they're developing themselves. And that's the way I wanted the platform also to be. Because that development, which I have done with John, if I would have not gone back again and again for the 10 years, you know, I've continuously working with him for 10 years. So what happens? 18 to 25 would be how much? 8 years, yes. 9 programs we have done together. That's why that nine comes in. So 9 programs we have done together and mentoring. This year will be my 10th program with him to mentor. So the kind of work of which that thing does, na, the revision thing and coming back and working again and working again and working again and working again and not giving up, that really helps a lot. If in case you're not doing that, you have recordings. If in case you're not doing that, you have your own tools. So something or the other, because your mind will just love that, oh my God, why am I not using the tools and techniques? So open yourself to this beautiful world of change. hand transformation, and let it unfold. You will feel overwhelmed. You will feel lost at times. But remember, overwhelming, lost, confusion, all of that is going to lead you to beautiful place and help you discover with clarity. And I can guarantee that. Just hold on and keep working with this. Okay. And I can definitely guarantee to whatever you are planning and thinking, you would reach with these tools and techniques with an integration of new code and classic. Not only classic code, there is a reason to that. And I would not speak about that right now, but integration of it together would definitely help a lot. It's just like magic. So let the magic begin. Ready? Yeah? Great. So before I start the introduction of the base NLP, I would really request any one of you, Dhara or Revati or Pritika, to introduce yourself as well as to set your intent. That what is your intent? After you introduce yourself and your intent, I would also like to know what has been your best thing which you did as a kid, things you used to love to do as a kid.
Yeah, very good morning to one and all present here. I am Dr. Revati.
Mhm,
The thing why I joined here means most of the time I am victimized in the working place.
mhm,
So for in this as an assistant professor in a college, this is the 11th year for me.
mm,
Most of the time for the past 5, 6 years, I was targeted. One just because of I am working things differently in a calm and perfect way.
mhm,
Even after that, I am not getting any recognition. And if there is any small mistake, I was charged for that.
mm,
So I too started to feel, yes, of course, we made some mistake like that. So I started to put blame on myself. I started to victimize myself.
mhm,
So last 1 or 2 years during that Corona time, I think I started attending your Ridhima's program in that
mm,
lockdown period. So I
mm,
started to realize very the first time I heard that word victimizing.
mm,
So then only I
mm,
realized, okay, it is not the problem of us,
mm,
and we need to rethink. And
mm.
after attending your 1 or 2 classes, I started giving back in the department nowadays.
Okay. In a positive way. Wow,
So,
very nice.
and because of some most of the personal problems, and recent
Mm-hmm.
days I started to be very much preoccupied, and I am forgetting things because of some aging. By getting some
Mm-hmm.
small health issues also.
Mm-hmm.
So after completing this course, really I wanted to rock with more
Mm.
physical and mental energy. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to share this knowledge to the students also, truly speaking. Because I am
Mm-hmm.
working in a government college, the students are from
Mm-hmm.
very poor background. Even they don't know what is happening in their life. So truly I want to
Mm-hmm.
help in their life too.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Great. Yes.
And really I
Uh,
am thank you, Ridhima,
mm.
for giving me this opportunity.
Oh, pleasure. Pleasure. Pleasure.
Thank
It
you,
is
Ridhima.
so great to see you, Dr. Revati. Compliments to you on the most important thing that you worked on yourself so much. You could identify that what is happening and you could start reversing the pattern, in fact. Yeah, so compliments to you on that. Kudos, really. Very happy to have you, first of all. The reason is that I also look forward that you would contribute a lot in the community and in the entire ecosystem to the students, to the faculties, to the parents, to the other members as well. It's a big ecosystem, and the ecosystem really needs the right people as well. So, two reasons. One, thank you to join for yourself, and thank you for joining for others.
Thank you. I'll try my level best. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
it will happen. It will happen. You will not try, it will happen. Okay, remember that.
There is a saying in Gita like, I surrender myself to Ridhima. So,
Oh.
whatever the thing you want to do, do.
Surrender, the big surrender is in front of our God, our Guruji, and let's do things together.
Sure,
Yeah,
Ridhima.
great. Very, very nice to have you. Thank you so much. You remember the things which you used to love as a kid?
This actually, I can't get what you are asking.
So, we as a kid, there were some things, some hobbies which we used to love doing. Could be dancing, could be playing some game, could be music, whatever.
I love to hear music,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
also I want to read something always. I'm a good reader. I want to learn new things.
Hmm. Hmm.
Still, every year I want to complete one degree or diploma, some
Mm-hmm.
course.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to
Mm-hmm.
learn new things. I think that may be
Mm-hmm.
my great hobby.
Hmm. Nice. Great. Lovely. Good.
And I want to crack the toughest things so that, how to say, I want to keep me always alive and learn to new things and
Hmm.
unlearn the old or past, whatever thing I don't want. I forget
Hmm.
in my life. So last
Hmm.
year I completed IGBC, Indian Green Building Congress. That is the past percentages, 85% the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So I cracked that exam. So I think I am trying to prove myself. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
whether it is good or bad. I don't know. My son used to comment, "Why are you in this time also you are torturing yourself by doing all these things? Ma, rest for some time." Like
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
want to get clarify with you whether is it it's right to have such kind of challenge each time,
Mm-hmm.
or
Hmm.
I
I
don't
understand.
know.
I understand what you're saying. It's quite deep actually. Where is it coming from? What's happening? What is the intent? We would
Yes, I
explore
want.
this.
I too want to know the reason. Is there any
Yeah.
reason behind this kind of habit of mine?
Hmm. We will explore this together, Revati, in the coming days when we actually get into more in depth. And this would start peeling off by itself. We are keeping the intent of it, that the intent is to identify and to choose what I really want to do. It is good to do 100 things, but what those 100 things are meeting as an intent. Or am I good enough with that 100 thing? Now I want to do the action with that 100 thing. Mhm. Yeah. Keep this in the intention list.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Your intention list is started from today. All of you must make a diary, which is NLP 2026. And all the notes, please make sure that all your notes should be at just one place so that you can refer them back whenever I will ask you also and whenever you need them. Intentions is very important to get set. You were listening to me yesterday also, maybe on it, on the goals and intentions, right? So pick up this and keep it in your intention list. Okay? That I would like to have to explore. I would like to explore myself to identify whatever I do it for a higher purpose and intent, and it is aligned. All right?
Could you please repeat one more time? Sorry.
Yes, 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 yes. I would like to explore that whatever I do it with an intent and purpose, with a clarity.
Thank you.
Oh, most welcome. Most welcome. That's why I'm here for, yeah. So exploring, not that why am I doing? Notice, I'm saying exploring whatever I do it with attaching it with the higher intent and purpose. You understand, right? Okay. So there is a reason we are using this frame. You will all learn a lot about frame also. So keep this, say this deeply to yourself with your unconscious. Also, that this is what I want to explore. Let it go more deeper and sink in with you. Okay? All
Here, I
right.
want to register one more thing. Every year I keep changing the field. I want to know a bit about this field, like, but for the
Hmm.
past 6 to 7 years, this NLP is constantly
Mm-hmm.
uh, picking in mind that I should
Mm-hmm.
do something. I should explore in this. I want to know more in NLP. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is the one field for the past 6, 7 years I'm continuously following.
Hmm. 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 That's great. That's great. Because this field itself will give you so many explorations for yourself, about yourself. Like why are we doing what are we doing? So instead of why are we doing what are we doing, how are we doing what are we doing? Keep that also in your notes. Instead of focusing on why are we doing what are we doing, we are focusing more on how are we doing what are we doing. Okay, all right. You will get to learn about the how in the coming days. And you will then start exploring that how am I doing what am I doing? And then how can I change what am I doing? Then how can I change what am I doing? Okay? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it's fascinating. It's really fascinating to you know, kind of perception of just changing the word itself right now has created a deep impact. Instead of we thinking of the why, now we are shifting to how, if you notice.
Seriously, every year I am seeing nearly 150 students, batch of 50-50. But
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the need of the hour. If you are not addressing that age group, it will be a big societal problem, I think. Even
Absolutely.
nowadays, we can see that the teenagers doing some most number involving in criminal things and
Hmm.
abusing drugs. So that we can do in the school and college part, I believe. I don't
Yes,
know. I may be wrong
absolutely.
too.
No, you're absolutely right in terms of that this knowledge can help the entire society. That's why I said the entire ecosystem can touch with it. So yeah, right. Okay, let's go to Dhara and Pritika. Your video is still switched off. Please switch it on as soon as possible. Go ahead. How are you doing, Dhara?
Hi, good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Dhara. I am
Mm-hmm.
a psychologist
Mm-hmm.
and come to this course because I had fascination for the subject, for the
Mm-hmm.
field,
Mm-hmm.
know a little about it,
Mm-hmm.
and have done few online courses earlier but couldn't complete them because I don't know why they were too long.
Mm-hmm.
And I've read some books.
Mm-hmm.
I, in my practice, somewhere I've always felt there is some lack
Mm-hmm.
in which I want to bridge the gap.
Okay.
Really fascinates me. I am
Hmm.
a kind of person who focuses on the problem and then solving it.
Mm-hmm.
But in core psychology, what we do in therapy is like, we go deeper and just look at the cause, and at times
Hmm.
what happens is that we just talk, things get okay, and I just feel I haven't done anything. So,
Hmm.
but then
Hmm.
yes, Dr. Ridhima in my last phone call shared that there also you do something.
Yeah, you're doing something. That's why the person is changing. Yeah, right.
And that's why I'm here.
Hmm.
And intent is to learn. The field,
Mm-hmm.
I've been always very fascinated about it, but never got the opportunity to really learn it like on one-to-one with the
Mm-hmm.
coach.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Mm.
And my intention from past 7 years, I have not been practicing as well because
Mm-hmm.
of some issues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just wanted to get over, over those issues, had some, so yeah,
Right, right. And get back to practice.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
um, with new skills.
with new skills, absolutely. And the entire ecosystem, Dhara, would be very happy to have you back in the practice
Thank you.
because there are so many people whom you can touch with your style, your skills, your unique skills also,
Yeah,
right?
thank
So I really look forward that you grow, grow, grow in this field. Compliments to you, Dr. Dhara, for achieving the work in psychology, for just talking to people also shifted them because there is a very natural, unconscious way in which you do that.
thank you. Thank you so much.
And that's really changed. Yeah. I remember our conversation at Starbucks also and on the call also. So you would know that you have that skill set. And the biggest compliment is about, and to everyone and to you also, is opening ourselves to work on ourselves. And it takes a lot of guts. It takes courage because you are getting in something to open up yourself.
Yes,
So compliments.
thank you.
Great job. I'm looking forward that you would definitely learn as well as contribute ahead as well. Yeah,
Sure,
great,
definitely.
great. Very nice. Very happy to have you.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
smile.
Thank you.
And we have Pritika. Hello, Pritika.
Hi, hi, Ridhima. Am I audible to
Hi.
you?
Yes, you're
Right.
audible.
Yeah, hi. So I'm Preetika. So I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Mm-hmm,
So I'm right now I'm like a stay-at-home mom. So I've been
mm-hmm,
working in corporate for some years, like after my college and stuff. And after
mm-hmm,
that, I took a break to go into UPSC. So I was
mm-hmm,
preparing for UPSC, like
mm-hmm,
3 to 4 years, like I was giving back-to-back exams, and like somewhere it didn't click for me. And
mm-hmm,
then I went back to corporate again. So I got
mm-hmm,
into a really good company.
mm-hmm,
And then
mm-hmm,
suddenly my marriage happened, then motherhood happened, and I had to
mm-hmm,
step back and take a sabbaticals. And I have a twin children's like my son and daughter, so I need to
mm-hmm,
stay at home for that. So
mm-hmm.
during my all this time, so one thing I really wanted to do apart from like UPSC and corporate was like to become a public speaker and a trainer. That has been in
Okay,
my mind for so long. But
okay.
these corporate career and UPSC I did for everyone else, like my mom, dad. I have to have security and stuff, and I have to earn and but still this was in back of my mind, but I didn't have any guts to pursue that also. So
Hmm, hmm,
and I was
hmm,
like I just want looking stuffs on internet. I used to browse and but I didn't take any steps further in that direction because I was
hmm,
so scared of like what if like I fail in that, because no one will support that. And in
mm-hmm.
my family also they didn't understand like what I really wanted to do. They haven't
Huh,
seen people pursuing this career, so
right.
I couldn't like convince my parents. And so for that sake I just let go of this idea.
Mm-hmm,
And even then, I know, even though I went back to like my corporate, I couldn't stick there because like my heart was not there. Like even though I
hmm,
loved doing software development and everything, and the company was
hmm,
good and everything, but still that wasn't being fulfilled. Like I
hmm,
wasn't being at peace with myself.
mm-hmm,
And but even with all these passions, and I
mm-hmm,
know like myself, I'm not pursuing like Dr. Revati shared. Like she has
mm-hmm.
multiple interests. Like I'm also the kind of person like multiple interests and like going, but at the end of the day, when I look back, I'm not going anywhere in any direction. I'm like all over the place.
Hmm,
So,
Mm-hmm.
for that purpose, only I started looking into NLPs, like a lot
Mm-hmm.
of practices. I was just browsing through. I was like even reading about CBT, REBT,
Mm-hmm.
and like everything. It like felt
Mm-hmm.
like really interesting, and I want to do it. When
Mm-hmm.
NLP came across, I know this is something that I want to do, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
also had lot of self doubt. Even now, I'm having lot of self doubt because if I'm a person who's not able to do anything, how am I going to help someone else? Like, even though I wanted to do, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
able to do it myself, because that question keeps coming back to me. Like, you have to be
Mm-hmm.
someone like really good to do these kind of stuff. Like, but
Mm-hmm.
when I look back, my failures kind of see, you haven't done anything. My inner critic, it
Mm-hmm.
always takes over me, like see, you haven't done anything, like why are you like thinking, dreaming this kind of stuff? So that is where I'm getting stuck. Hope like I've taken the right step coming into this community to get over these things and like pursue my dream. So
I
that's what.
I completely understand, and I loved you poured your heart. Good.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Very good. This was required. This is useful.
Yeah.
This is very good. Thank
Mm.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
Mm.
so much.
Mm.
And tell to your inner critique,
Mm.
touch, tell it, hey,
Mm.
now, from now, you stop telling me that I haven't done anything because
Mm.
I have done.
Mm.
There are many things which I didn't want to do, but I still did also. And there
Mm.
are things which I did both. So,
Mm.
multiple things I did. Now is the time for you, critique, to shut up,
Mm.
sit down. I have acknowledged you, and let
Mm.
me focus on getting the clarity, getting at the right, skill set, finding myself, and I am going to make sure that you and me together is going to achieve the bigger thing.
Mm.
Okay?
Sure. Mm.
Tell your critique to really shut up. Yeah,
Sure.
because now we are focusing fully to get there where really Pritika wants.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
pleasure,
Mm.
pleasure.
Mm.
As you were talking about corporate training, just to give you
Mm.
a little background, and it
Mm.
might help others also.
Mm.
When I started all of you in the field of, taking up a plunge of starting my own corporate training company and getting into there, that time I already had a great job in my hand. And yes, I was, suddenly asked to leave the job because I was transferred from one place to another, and then there was no opportunity. So when I left that, then I sat down and I kept thinking that what do I want? But I did cried about it that what is this suddenly? Because when you are in a fat package and you have a huge security coming in every month, it's really difficult. So I was in a 12 lakh CTC plus variables of 100%. That was the kind of package which I was in already. I left that, finding my skills and strengths, identifying, and I always wanted to do something like speaking, training. All of that has always been my forte because I did that for all the last two companies where I was working. Um, I tried to find a job in the bank, but I got the offer. I joined them. It is not in record for 5 days, but I was not satisfied because in that during the tenure, I was doing my homework of what I want to do and where am I, what I want to do. But having that offer, going to the place for a week, but then coming back and telling to my family that I am not taking that and I'm leaving it and I want to just start my own and I want to start a training and development company wherein my portfolio have been into a marketing and training together. So how come just only training that too into the HR field? And do you have contacts? Do you have any idea how the entire company work? Nothing, zero. So I actually started from zero, and that's the way I started. Oh, definitely, my dad trusted, not everyone, really not everyone, not my husband, not my brother. But what I want to tell you is that it's all about starting from the zero. And if any one of you want to develop yourself into corporate trainings as such, as a corporate trainer and as a freelancer, then definitely we can have another call and discuss and give you the plan that how can I support you in that one also, because corporate trainer profile versus a NLP coach profile, these are two different profiles, but having said that, both of them equally has to work if you are having your own company. So you should always have both of it together. So the idea was that starting from zero, reaching out to the people, giving them the presentations, getting selected, getting rejected. Yes, I would say God has been very kind. The rejections has been like uh, zero in the corporate sector whenever I used to do for my corporate trainings. And the stars has been always like 4.8, 4.9 out of 5. So that has been always a beautiful thing to see. And that kept giving me confidence that I'm going in a right direction, although whatever logically people say, you know. So I completely understand, Pratika. It's like a calling, Yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I am. This is what my calling is, and then doing that calling is like wow. And this program, Pritika, and all of you can really help you in this to identify yourself, your patterns, work on yourself, and really get onto it. And it becomes exactly a driving force. It's like it wakes you up every day. I do it because I want to do it. It's my choice. I want to do it because I want to do it. It's my choice. It's not what mama or papa, want me to do. It's not what my husband wants me to do. This is what I want to do, right? So welcome. I'm very, very happy to have you. I know it has been a difficult plunge for you, but I'm so happy that you are here in this community. I'm so happy that you took this plunge.
Thank you, Ganima.
Great pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, well, I didn't ask Dr. Dhara also, and Pritika, I'll ask you first and then go back to her. What has been your favorite thing to do as a kid? What do you used to love to do?
Like, you asking me? Sorry.
Yeah, Pritika, I'm asking you.
Like I've always been an avid reader. Like till now, like books has been like major part of my life.
Mm-hmm,
And other things like I used to be like I used to pursue dance and
mm-hmm,
singing, but I haven't been in a like I haven't done it in a longer sense, long term.
mm-hmm,
But I
mm-hmm.
went to Carnatic music and Bharatanatyam, but I haven't pursued in a full like everywhere
Wow.
like I've started, it's always like I felt like I had this beginners like it's every
Mm-hmm,
starting I'll be like, oh, I enjoy this. I'll go to
mm-hmm,
competitions, I win, and then after a certain period of time, it's like kind of fades away. Yeah, so
hmm.
that's it. Like it's like art and everything has been like major,
Art.
passion for me. Yeah,
So
any
I want
forms
to
of
tell
art.
you one thing here itself, my dear.
Mm,
When you're saying that you started and you kind of left and then fades away,
mm,
I want to tell you, go back to the higher part. Whenever you're saying dancing or music or anything,
mm,
everything belongs to art.
mm,
Art, artistry means creativity. So creativity, artistry, there is a way your brain works. So
mm,
the creative person goes and tests one thing, discovers the second thing, discovers the third thing. And when we discover one, two, three different things, we learn through that discovery. So you have a discoverer inside you who likes to discover and learn through the creativity. And art has been one of the alternative.
Mm.
And if not art, there would be many other things which would have taken up, which was serving the intent,
Mm.
the higher intent, which is
Mm.
creativity, discovery.
Mm.
Yeah, right. So we very easily say that, I have not done that one thing, but
Mm.
maybe you were doing it, but you don't know, right? You were doing some form of creativity, which is like art, but it may not be that dance,
Mm.
correct? So which means that the unconscious does has consistency as a muscle. It has it. It
Mm.
was just not linked to the same name, which is
Mm.
Bharatanatyam, for example,
Mm.
right? Yeah. So you have been consistent as an artist.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Always remember that.
Sure.
Yeah. Great. Very nice to have you and welcome. Wish you the very best and let you discover and discover and let's see what happens.
Sure.
Great, great. Thank you so much. All right. I would like to get started, and others, Beena, Rakesh, Sheetal, Bindu, thank you so much for being here. Lots of love. They have also done the processes, New Code Classic, and all of them will review, go through exactly like as new because s- this whole thing is like, you know, at times our students tell us that they become so overwhelmed and they don't remember everything because it is so deep and so huge. So all of them like to practice and learn and not only practice and learn the topic, but they love to practice and learn because they want to discover themselves every day. That has been my journey too. Yeah. So you will meet all the members in the breakout room, and you would love to hear from them about their backgrounds and what they do and how they are. I would like to now get started just to keep the paucity of time in place for all of you. So, I want to take a moment and I want you to just take a couple of deep breaths and inhale and exhale. Just get yourself there. Take a deep breath and inhale and exhale. I just want you to notice what's happening in your body. Is it hot? Is it warm? Is it cold? Just notice that. I want you to notice how are you breathing? Fast, slow, moderate? Where are you breathing from? So could be heart, stomach, above your chest, below your chest. And I just want you to notice any tightness anywhere in your body, any kind of a pain, anything. Just want you to take a deep breath and just to be and breathe, nothing else. Nice. Keep taking the breath. Nice. Now I invite your attention to think about something, very simple thing, something which you don't like. Take a very less intense thing. Take a very less intense thing, something which you don't like. You don't like something about people, about of yourself. And notice your body again. Now I invite your attention to think about something which you love, which you enjoy, which you really, really love. Feel you doing it. Nice. Feel you doing it. Hear that. Mhm. You love this thing. And you notice the shift in your body. Check your temperature again, your breathing. How are you breathing? Just check that. And where you felt this feeling of joy, you felt it somewhere. Your face just changed, isn't it? Your smile came in on the face. So now I invite you to just identify and tell me, could you identify the difference between something which you don't like about someone or yourself? Go back to that. There's someone who is there doing something, saying something, you don't like it. They do it again, you get pissed off. Very simple thing. See, hear that again. See and hear that again. Where is your muscle becoming tight? Anywhere could you notice? Yeah. All right. Just touch and say thank you. That's it. Yeah. So interesting, no? Go back to what you love, something which you really, really, really love and enjoy doing. मजा आ जाता है यार. It just takes you there. You feel like, wow. Hmm. You notice your body again? Yeah, so interesting, no? Come on, share with me what just happened. Go ahead. Everyone, go ahead now. Yes. So, because I will like to hear everyone, you would use the button of hand raise, okay? All right, so that we can keep choosing people. Yes, go ahead, Dr. Dhara, and then Pritika.
Okay, so when we were thinking about what we don't like, all of a sudden my like feet started moving and I was
Mm-hmm.
fidgeting
Mm-hmm.
and I so yeah, that was happening. And
Mm-hmm.
when you spoke about what we like,
Mm-hmm.
so I think I was maybe smiling also a little, and but all my
Yeah.
smile muscles were activated, and I had some feeling over here.
Ah, okay.
The tension when I felt when I didn't like something was in my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
doing this to my feet at that time, and when
Mm-hmm.
I liked, I just was happy
Here and here. Okay.
here,
I
and I was
see.
happy here.
Ah, very interesting. Great. Thank you so much for reporting this. Great. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to now Dr. Revati. Yes.
Yeah, when you are saying to think about the people I don't like, frankly speaking, I don't have any feeling because I know slowly I started to work with your small ideas where the webinars I attended. Of course, they also may not like me. I can able to understand their intent. So this is the
Hmm.
purpose because of this intent they are doing. Then why should I feel?
Hmm.
Why should take up the pain? And why should I feel bad
Hmm.
about them? So I
Hmm.
started to just to simply ignore them. So I
Hmm.
don't have any hatred or any
Hmm.
pain or
Hmm.
any mood of like thing. So I
Great.
felt calm and I don't feel any change really, truly speaking at this moment. And
Very good. Okay. It's a
and
work which you have done, and I'm very good, nice. I want to ask you, go ahead and complete first, and then I'll ask you. Go ahead.
once again the same, the person who I don't like.
No, 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 the other part which you were saying, and when I asked you about what you like and what you enjoy.
Yeah, I enjoyed the company, the travel with my husband in the car. Last week we gone for a long drive. So
Hmm,
the
hmm,
chat and laughters what we had, I think of
hmm,
and the
hmm,
jokes what we shared.
hmm,
So I feel
hmm,
the entire body is lightened. The breathing
hmm,
has come down from head to heart.
hmm,
So I felt like very lighter and happy,
hmm.
and I felt like I'm traveling in the car. Like uh,
Ah, nice.
I started to travel.
Great, great. And when you felt like, you started to travel and you're traveling and you're enjoying, what part of your muscles got expanded, like
Entire
this,
face and
face,
my
yes,
chest.
in your chest? Nice. And you could feel that
Even
expansion.
I don't know because just literally we are playing and had the drive at that time.
Hmm,
So
hmm,
when I started to beat when we are having a great joke, giving high five. So I don't know even
hmm,
I moved my hands or not.
hmm, hmm,
Literally I
hmm,
traveled.
hmm. Very nice, beautiful. Beautiful. So you could feel something in your hands. You could feel
Yes,
the expansion of your chest. You could feel the expansion on your face.
yes.
Okay, okay. Good, 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 good. Anything also. Now think about something which you don't like, anything. It could be eating something, it could be doing something, it could be, not doing something, something which you personally don't like.
Getting up early in the morning for cooking purpose.
Okay, all right, okay. Just, downright laughing.
We are
Pritika is
having
also
a biometric
smiling.
system, so compulsorily I should maintain the timing. Even
Mm-hmm.
1 minute late is not allowed in our college.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I should start up by 5 o'clock daily in the morning. I should
Mm-hmm.
complete my cooking by 7:15. Then only I
Mm-hmm.
reach my college by 9 o'clock because the entire travel from my home to the college, Tiruvanmiyur to Gindi, is fully jam-packed. So I should cover it
Mm-hmm.
up in 20 to 30 minutes. Then only I can catch up the attendance. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like.
Which you don't like. And when you're talking about this, where are you feeling the feeling?
How to say, I trained to that, so
Feel that heavy ah
tummy.
in your tummy. Okay, all right, okay, okay, good, okay, all right, nice. So what are we just trying to do is we just noticing and calibrating what's happening. Okay, all right. So there is a reason of this. In future, you will learn this in depth. Okay, so now go back to what you like.
The
Travel.
travel.
Okay. All right, good. Anything else you want to let me know about the observations?
Oh, the things you asked for which you don't like, the
Hmm.
people or the situation. And I attended one more person's, the same like NLP, Mr. Ganesh Kumar.
Mm-hmm.
He said if you are ignoring means just you are simply numbing your brain. It is not a
Mm-hmm.
right technology. I have
Mm-hmm.
some confusion. Instead of taking pain, it's better to ignore and move away from that thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
the best and simple thing, simple
Mm-hmm.
way of keeping ourselves comfortable. But he is
Mm-hmm.
saying, no, you are numbing your brain. That is not right. So I
Hmm.
want to have a clarity. I
Hmm.
started to avoid my focus from those persons who are not
Hmm.
distracting me, who are sinking me,
Hmm.
and the things which I don't like, the place,
Hmm.
just simply I am avoiding. Is it right?
Hmm.
Or
Okay. All right. Do one thing. Take away the name of that person, okay, completely. Take away the picture of that person completely. Just
okay.
see the feedback or something which you don't like, any sentences which is being said, and see that in front of you. And all of you can also do this exercise with yourself. Just see that sentence in front of you, only the sentence, the words. Okay, all right. Now, as you see that sentence, just as an observer, you are an observer, you know how to see things as an observation. And as you see it as an observation, you're observing, I now invite you to open your eyes and turn around somewhere here and there. Hmm. More left, right, up, down, make more changes, shake it off. Shake it off. Hmm. Good. Very good. Now think that sentence is opposite of you, not in front of you. That sentence is opposite of you now. Okay? Far away. Now, as an observer, there is something written over there. Okay? As an observer, you are looking in front, not there. As an observer, something is written over there. What can be the most positive intent of that statement for the growth of Revati? What can be the positive intent of that statement for growth of Revati as a person?
Actually, I don't know how to put it in words. It
Okay,
is a seniority issue between me and another person. We
it
both were
is
joined
it is what between
seniority issue.
Seniority issue. Okay. All
We
right.
both were joined on the same day at the same time. She
Mm-hmm.
is 1 year elder than me,
Mm-hmm.
but actually in government system we are following a roster.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be the second one, she should be the third. But because of some influence, she has came to that second place, and because I received some threatening from the management side. If you are not accepting this one, you will be transferred.
Mm-hmm.
But because of thinking high of mine, I am not saying. I completed my PhD and most of the work done in an IIT Madras, and I'm good in academic records. But she is
Mm-hmm.
not that very, and she is not having a broad-minded. She is not having a good heart to help the poor and the students. She never do justification to her job.
Mm-hmm.
So what I thought, if I would be in the second place, having some power, we can do and we can promote the department.
Mm-hmm.
It is a hard struggle happened for the 5 to 6 years, and after, since it is disturbing more of my health, my mind, and also obviously my family. So I left and okay, you enjoy it. Then after that, I'm not thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
But still, the things what she is, how she is taking up the department, she is spoiling the students by giving some bad advice
Mm-hmm.
and not to follow some rules and regulations. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
saying those kind of things, I feel something bad. If I would be in that place, I can give
Mm-hmm.
something better to the students
Mm-hmm.
in, in the way of giving some good education and some morals and
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
this is what the issue. I don't know how to put it in the right way. What you are asking, I don't know. I answered your question.
I understand you. This is all of you for everyone. This is your first day, so I understand. It's fine. Okay. Revati, Dr. Revati, I hear you very clearly that what you are saying is about really knowing and working with these students. What is your intention for this benefit if they will have the right advice? What will happen then?
Self-respect is the only thing which can change the society. Wherever we are going for any kind of office, any kind of work to be done, either in EB for paying some corporation bill, and we have to give some bribe, or the way how they are treating the public, that should be changed. That can be done only through education and proper, I forgot the word, how to put,
Hmm.
some, what to say, some kind of discipline
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
that would never come on immediately when we are occupying a position. That should be inculcated as in a daily routine. That should be done only in the educational institutions. So
Hmm.
everyone should be self-disciplined. That they
How are
should
you?
know.
How are you feeling now?
I feel heavy
Hmm. Where
now
are you feeling heavy?
throughout the body.
Okay. All right. Just take a deep breath and touch all over your body, wherever you're feeling the heavier the most. And say thank you so much for coming in and for letting me know that you want me to work on this and explore this together. Thank you so much. Say, acknowledge it. Thank you so much.
So much.
Tell it that we will work together to find out the solution of how we are feeling about this. And we can feel different about this so that we can do some new ways and some new styles to serve and contribute. Thank you so much. I promise you that we will work together to change the way we are feeling right now about this because we will change the way we are feeling about this because we want to work on this intention of contributing. Now, when you're saying that, how are you feeling?
Feeling light. The body
Hmm.
heaviness is totally gone.
Say
I
thank
feel
you so
better.
much. Yeah, say thank you so much,
Thank
unconscious.
you so much.
Now take a deep breath and go very deeply because you know how to do that and say, thank you so much, unconscious, for giving me a new feeling. Unconscious, we both are exploring that can we choose this new feeling, which is feeling light, and still work on the intention of contribution, helping society, working with people and students. So, whatever we want to work on intention, I want you to choose such kind of feelings which is light. And let's work on it in this way. And your unconscious is listening. Okay, fantastic. A smile, nice. Do you feel the yes by yourself also?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right, nice, good. As of now, this much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your report. All of you, whatever I am doing, I have already started doing things. So please make sure that you are one, either doing it with me. Second, you are repeating things with me internally in your head, or you are deeply observing. Okay? All right. I'll explain you why in a while later, just now itself, after a few minutes. Okay, let me also get some information from Pritika. She was talking after Dhara also, but I missed talking to her. Yes, go ahead, Pritika.
So when you asked me to think about something or some thing of someone we kind of hate, it's not like literal hate, but it's something they've said or done that
Mm-hmm.
kind of made me a little bit angry or like, you know. One example is it's with my husband. He said something little bit, you know, hurting in a way. So in past months, so I kind of thought that on my body, like this area, you know, my face and chest, it got tightened.
Mm-hmm.
My, you know, I'm grinding my teeth or something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you haven't asked me, I know the feeling exactly how this body feel because whenever something like that pop ups, my chest tightens and this body, you know, this in my mouth and this area gets tightened. I used to grind my teeth or hold my hands tightly, and I just like do this, oh, and that is how I kind of like vent my
Mm-hmm.
anger. You know, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
someone who's like able to talk back easily. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I am so, it's always, it's feel like something is stuck in here. I want to say something, but I don't want to hurt that other person also.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always this area if something
Mm-hmm.
is happening. So
Mm-hmm.
that is where that kind of feeling comes. And like,
Mm-hmm.
it's also when you talked about something I love, it's also same with my husband. Like I love him and he loves me. And when with my kids and my family, if I think about them and all the positives, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and like this area relaxes
Ah,
and area
okay.
relaxes, I feel like my arms are relaxing. Even I don't know
Mm,
whether I smiled. And now I was thinking about my children. I was closing my eyes and you
mm-hmm,
know, I was thinking about my kids and stuff. And immediately that's even while I'm talking, it feels like everything is like rushing
mm-hmm,
down. Like
mm-hmm,
it's a feeling like my whole body from starting from here, it's like always, you know,
mm.
coming down that kind.
If you observed all of you, she changed very fast. Her body changed very fast. When she was talking about that pain, there was something, and when she was talking about, that feeling, it actually just made that
Mm.
rushing past and that happy and that some happiness about it in the body, which happened. Okay, all right, okay. Nice. You have
It's very
anything
wholesome.
more? Could you also notice something else which you haven't shared with me?
It's always this thing like unable to express myself, you know, in a
Mm-hmm,
clear. If I get emotion, you know, in a emotionally high, I will not be
mm-hmm,
able to, you know, say things logically. So
Mm-hmm.
it's always what I've noticed, like in the last few months. If let's see, in my marriage itself, like with my husband is a
Mm-hmm.
very logical person. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
a very loving, he's a very good person, but he wants
Mm-hmm.
everything to be a little bit logical. If I explain, like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel this way, I don't feel,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't get, oh, what is there to feel about that? It is either right or wrong. There's nothing to feel about. It's like you have a solution. If that is a very, problem solver kind of person. Like if I say something, he'll solve that problem. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't even want you to solve the problem. Just understand that I don't feel good about this. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I feel like, why am I being so emotional? Should I be like him? Should I be like a little bit logical? And like he's always asking me to express like what's wrong. Then only I can solve your problem. And I was like, I'm not able to solve because it's all feelings. I know things will get better or it won't be. But when I'm getting overwhelmed, with that
Mm-hmm.
emotions, I'm unable to express myself. Then
Mm-hmm.
at certain point of time, trying to say something, but I'm saying something
Mm-hmm.
different, and it ends in a bad
Mm-hmm.
note. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want that to happen, but even then, it's going in a bad note.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's always. I feel like you said how fast I say. Even my husband used to say always, going back and forth to the extreme. One, you are being this extreme of being happy or this angry on the extreme. So even I feel that it's always
Faster
oscillating with
here and here.
here. Yeah.
So, uh, Pritika, say, first of all, acknowledge and say thank you so much to your unconscious that you could identify that, yes, we are moving here and there faster. Thank you so much. Unconscious, let's explore together. How can we balance?
Mm.
How can we balance and identify things with
Mm.
disassociation also? What is happening with, with your unconscious is it is not utilizing disassociation, which is fine. So you acknowledge it. Thank you so much for bringing this to my notice. Let's work together to identify a balance as well as ability to disassociate so that we can work together with objectivity to make decisions, to think, to do things, so that we both can have a very happy and peaceful life. You understand? And Pritika, it is okay, it is natural. I have been in your shoes.
Mhm.
Okay, and there are many other things as well. I will
Mhm.
open one of the very important part of what you have actually mentioned,
Mhm.
you know. Okay, so trust me, you thank you again that you have opened up this thing because this is a very, very important part as well as it has a solution.
Mhm.
Okay, from the body level also, I'm saying.
Mhm.
This is emotional feeling, all of you. Yeah, from the body level also, it has a solution. I'm not only saying from the objectivity level. All right. The neural pathway through which right now the body is accessing all this can change.
Mhm.
I can have that kind of pattern in which I can disassociate and balance out and may not be into this extreme also, which is
Mhm.
fine. Okay, all right. I do have a choice to change. I do know how to change. Say that to yourself because you have entered into this field of this change. And if I am a human being and if I am a woman and I am in this space and I can change, please understand everyone can because it is a technique, it's a process
Mhm.
which I have utilized. Okay, right? Good. So go back and say thanks and assure it fully that let's explore and work towards finding a good balance.
Mhm.
How do you feel right now?
Feel like I have a little bit of control over what can happen. Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Is go back and assure it in your language, in your
Mm.
native language. Talk to it in your native language.
Mm.
Talk to it faster also if you want. Talk it in your style, in the style in which it will listen to you.
Mhm.
Better?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
Good. Look at her face now.
Mhm.
And look, and if you just observed a while ago when I asked versus right now, there is a reason I'm asking her two times, all of you, just for your observation. Very good, Pratika. Good.
Right.
Good job. Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you.
is this is very useful, and all of you are going to explore this. Sheetal, any inputs on your check on your calibrations?
Hi, Ridhima. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Great
Great.
after everything.
Yes, yes. And
Thanks. For you.
thank you so much for the amazing love. I am going to open it today because one, I was very late yesterday at 9:30 and I had my own biological clock, so I would be doing that today now.
Most welcome. And the shape of the shivling is the same as the one in the temple, the one that
Wow.
Sri Ram has made from his own hands.
Acha, kya
It
baat
exists
hai.
in Rameshwaram.
Wow, wow.
So it's the same.
I'm eager to open it. I had to control myself, you know. So yeah,
You love it.
yeah, I'm sure 100%. 100%. 100%.
So
Yes.
I was thinking about the word clutter.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is what really makes me overwhelming and anxious. Yeah, because I
Mm-hmm.
have two daughters, and there are things all over the place in the house, and I don't like to see clutter in the house. At the moment I see it, I start feeling something inside that
Hmm.
I have this
Hmm.
urge of isko utha ke baaju mein rakh dena hai, kind of. I
Hmm.
don't
Hmm.
want to see clutter. I get that aggressive. So
Hmm.
when I came back from Tamil Nadu,
Hmm.
normally when I come back from trips, the very next day I unclutter everything and I unpack and I keep things for washing and all. But
Hmm.
this time I was slow on myself. Um,
Hmm.
I came back on the 4th, but I was still unpacking batch by batch, bit
Wow.
by bit, and in
Wow.
that I was cleaning as well. So,
Wow.
but still, that thought is always there. The word
Hmm.
when I see clutter in the house, it makes me a little anxious. But after
Hmm.
NLP, I have started. It doesn't trigger me immediately, although it's there on the back of my mind that I have to clean the this part of the house. But
Hmm.
I'm not getting triggered. And the
Good.
moment
Good.
you said think about it, I started frowning.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, Visually, I have a lot of visuals. I'm a very visual person. I
Hmm.
realized that after NLP. So there were a
Hmm.
lot of visuals coming in my head, and I was frowning in this part of my mind.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that was my dislike showing
Hmm.
to me. But the
Hmm.
moment you said, think about what you love, so I started thinking about photography and forest bathing, going to nature,
Hmm.
traveling,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
there was a little sway coming in my body. I was
Hmm.
feeling very light.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
because I'm happy.
Fantastic. Nice. So if you all notice that she's swaying actually, she's showing you how she's swaying, yeah? And when she was talking about clutter, she was actually doing that and showing you here by very natural way, yeah?
Hmm.
Compliments to you, Sheetal, on having a beautiful pattern now. See, what is
Hmm.
happening, all of you, is that there was a pathway, so there is some kind of a input which I see. There is a response by the body which it was giving, which is very unconscious this, and then suddenly other response was coming very fast in less than a second, which is like, oh my God, and that was taking her to an unresourceful state. Now the visual is same, which is outside. The response has reduced and come, but the next response has completely changed. Do you understand, all of you? Yeah. So it is, the example was also very clear. That's what starts happening. It gives you a choice. NLP gives you the neuro-linguistic programming is about creating the pathway internally so that you have a choice of then choosing. She is now making a choice. And this is very unconscious. Naturally, she's making a choice of now doing it piece by piece. For an example, doing bag by bag. So she unconsciously, that choice happened. This is a classic example of what actually happens with NLP. You know that there is something over there, but then you're very easily giving yourself choices. And after a while, because of my experience, I can tell you, after a while, this reduce, and it just starts going away. The body takes away that memory. It is a muscle memory, and then it starts taking away that muscle memory. And it just gives the other memory, the other pathway, the other muscle. And in this case, for example, when Sheetal is saying that, one by one, piece by piece, so the pathway which will be more choosing automatically will this piece by piece, one by one, one by one, one by one. Yeah, exactly. A neural pathway. And it is so amazing and it is natural as well as, I always talk about and I always write transformation is possible. So big compliments to Sheetal, all of you. The way she has transformed and the way she has changed is a beautiful model of excellence for all of you to learn from her. Bingo, Sheetal. Good job. Really a good job. And we look forward that you would be here multiple times also to learn, transform more, and also inspire others as well in this batch. Great to have you, my dear. Great to have you. Nice. All of you, let's take a quick 10 minutes bio break. Yeah. Bio, water, tea, whatever. It's 12:30 and we shall start by 12:45. Sharp at 12:45. Yeah. So be here by 12:44. Okay. All right. See you all in few. Okay. Let's get started. So thank you so much for participating expressively. That is what it is required. Hello, Shweta. Shweta is also here,
Hi,
and you would.
Fatima.
Hi, how are you?
I'm a little under the weather, bad cough. That's why I've kept my cam off. But I'm listening. I wanted to be here and listen. I'm doing that. So happy
Hmm.
to be here.
Pleasure to have you, my dear. Pleasure
Yeah.
to have you. All of you, Shweta really broke you know, everything is like breaking the glass ceiling and really amazing change work which she went through. It would be lovely to see her very soon as she is doing well. And try to attend with camera on as much as possible, Shweta, okay?
Yeah. I'm just getting ready. Maybe I'll
Afternoon.
definitely turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, because in the switch on, you would be doing the practice with people in the breakout room. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So, I just got my coffee just now. So, I would be sipping and also talking together. All right. So, we all went through, you know, an experience, right? An experience of observing ourselves, an experience of feeling what are we feeling, whether it is about something which I like, something which I don't like. We could identify at times my body is getting tight, at times my body is expanding. We could identify the breathing, maybe at times also. breathing a little slower or more faster when there is a problem, right? The intent here is to open to you all to something very, very important, two amazing concepts, rather three concepts here. The name of the concepts, one is calibration. Calibration. Okay. All right. Calibration is ability to detect the shifts when I move from state A to state B. Calibration is the ability to detect the shifts when I move from state A to state B in terms of non-verbal. So if you notice that I asked you to think about something which you like or love or enjoy, and I asked you to think something which you don't like. So this itself, when you went into these two different things, when I asked you verbally and you went into it, your physiology changed. Your body, your physiology changed, right? And your breathing also changed, correct? Your physiology changed, your breathing changed. And that is basically an example of state. I would always use the word state, okay? Your state shifted. So there is a process in new code, there is a concept in new code, and we utilize the concept of new code in classic also. If you remember, I spoke to you all and I told you that I bridge you all towards new code and I utilize refined concept of classic because there are some reasons that the when classic was made that time and when new code came in, okay, there is a need of refinement of classic processes, which is not done by many practitioners because they're not aware of it. There's lack of awareness around it. So this concept, which is you heard something through me, audio, your body changed, your body went to thinking about it, it deleted everything else, it generalized that thing, and your body went to that experience, that physiology with the breathing. So it is your breathing change, your physiology change. Step number one, your breathing. Step two, your physiology. Step three, your state changes. One, breathing. Second, physiology. Third, state. Your state defines the performance, which is fourth. So every day we are performing in life, whether it is talking to my child or whether it is talking to myself or thinking, it's all about performance. Performance is driven by state. Whatever state I am in, I would perform in that way. You all agree to that? Whatever state I would be in, I will perform in that way. Performance is triggered by physiology and breathing. But there is an input which your brain is receiving that because of that input which it receives, and then the brain runs something called filtering, which I will cover tomorrow, and then it gives you that physiology. So it is actually doing some concept. It is doing something, right? However, it is doing it so fast that we don't even know. It is receiving the input, it is deleting, generalizing, distorting, filtering, blah, blah, blah. It is going into physiology, it is changing the respiration, it is going to the state, it is changing the performance. All of this is happening in 1 second. We are just doing, we don't know what are we doing, and we are doing it so fast. You remember I asked you how, focus on how of the doing, right? Instead of why of it, how. I asked you focus on how of the doing instead of why of it. How do you do enjoyment? Now you know your body expands. That's the answer of your how. You understand? So you could calibrate. This is called calibration. So you could calibrate your how. How it happens, my body expands. How something which I don't like happens, my body, the fist is like this, or tensions over here, whatever, right? So you just learned how to calibrate. You learned a skill actually. Calibration is the mother of skills, said by Dr. John Grinder. You're going to use calibration in everything and everywhere. Everywhere you're going to use calibration, calibration, calibration. I will use this. Did you calibrate? Calibrate it, calibrate it. What's happening to you? What's happening? Do you calibrate? And we are focusing on the depth of calibration. Okay, all right. If you notice, when Revati was talking to me, and suddenly I asked her, how are you feeling right now? She was telling me the story, but I asked her, how are you feeling right now? Because I could calibrate that she's feeling different. How? We will learn that. Okay, all right. So keep your eyes and ears on calibration. How are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. That's what John and Richard actually did. They did calibration. I'm opening that now. So what John and Richard, did and how this whole thing came in. The origin of NLP is based on modeling. The concept is called modeling. So you can write that also. I just took you through calibration. I took you through the process of state, which is respiration, physiology, state, and performance. That process, you can just write for your reference, that process is called chain of excellence. 4-step process, which I just took you through, is called chain of excellence. Okay. Now, the interesting part, so now I'm opening the origins of this whole thing. And this is, I love this part. Okay, I just love how actually NLP came in the world. So the origin is very interesting here. It is based on modeling. Modeling, you can do modeling when you can calibrate yourself very well, and then you can calibrate others. How do you do calibration with self and others is what I would be taking you through throughout these 3 months. Everything is on calibration. Do I check on my calibration? Yes, I do. Of course. So Dr. John and Richard Bandler started neurolinguistic programming in 1970s. They were together in the University of California 1972 to 1979. There is a person, Frank Pucelik, who was also involved in the starting. Frank Pucelik was there in University of California also. Frank Pucelik and Richard Bandler were working separately on reading and understanding fridge pearls. So there are 3 people whom they modeled. So one name, fridge pearls. So he was, going through about fridge pearls, and Frank Pucelik just started attending and knowing him better. And he just started doing exactly what fridge pearl was doing. So Fritz Perls was famous for doing the, chair work with people, and the whole, psychotherapy work was based on the chair thing and movement, etc. And Frank Puselic started modeling rituals. What do I mean by this? The simplest example is that the way Fritz is sitting and talking and moving in the chair, and okay, what is he saying? What is she saying? Like this, Frank actually started doing what Fritz was doing with his students, and his students were getting results. Richard Bandler, on the other side, he's a mathematician, and he was also doing the same thing in University of California. They happened to meet and they shared that they are doing the same thing. So they came together, of course, and they started exploring this to do more and more work and supporting people. And they were, both of them were like, why do we need to do a long session when these beautiful things can actually make deeper shifts to the clients, and they are actually having those shifts and changes. Like Rich, they became very, it was like music to their ears. They were doing that amazing work. And Richard Bandler happened to meet Dr. John Grinder, who is a PhD in linguistics in University of California, and he was a professor there. And Richard Bandler went to Dr. John Grinder to ask for getting all this into a structure and work together as a team. So Richard Bandler went and knock, 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 knock. I have a great idea for you. And, we are working as like psychologists, and we're working in psychotherapy and all of that. And it's so fascinating. And we are getting the results exactly like Fridge. We would like you to be on our board with us, work with us, observe, discover. But the doors were shut for a very simple reason. Dr. John said, I'm not interested in psychotherapy. I don't believe in psychotherapy, actually. So the doors were shut. Richard Bandler went again, being curious. This is something very interesting. This is not exactly that, this and that, whatever. And he could finally, with those knock knocks, could convince Dr. John Grinder to come on, in the team and observe what we are doing. And he's proposed, come and just see what are we doing. So Dr. John Grinder happened to go and see Richard Bandler performing the similar kind what Fritz was doing. But that time he did not know it more. He got the audio tapes of Fritz Perls, heard him through, and he also started hearing him matching his tonality, which is Fritz Perls' tonality, matching Fritz Perls' dialogue patterns, language patterns, tonality, breathing, style, matching and mirroring Fritz Perls. Dr. John Grinder also tested same work, and it was bringing change to people. So if there is something which Fritz has performed and the same thing, same process Dr. John is performing, it is bringing the same result, provided the same problem is there or similar problem is there. So now that became fascinating to John also, that how is that happening? What are we doing? So they started working together with more and more students. And then they were introduced to Richard, find out about Virginia Satir, and they both got to know about Milton Erickson. These two people has also been phenomenal, work which they have done in the field of psychology, psychotherapy, and the work of change and transformation is beautiful. It's really beautiful to read about them and know about them. So a little story cut short, Dr. John Grinder and Richard Bandler find out that there is a man in Phoenix, Arizona, Milton Erickson, the father of psychotherapy, as called, and he's doing magic with people. So there were some, candidates who were sent also to Milton Erickson to find out that how is he doing, what is he doing. And everyone used to come back and say, oh my God, Milton is doing amazing. I don't know, but Milton is fantastic. He's so amazing. And everyone used to come and talk about the magic which Milton was doing. Everyone used to come back and talk about the magic what Milton was doing. They said that there was a client who has gone to so many doctors to work on some challenging acute condition. Every doctor has worked on him. He's tired with seeing 25 doctors or whatever number was. And he just reached Milton, and in just one sitting, he was convinced and he was really feeling that change and some magic which Milton did. So, like these, people used to come back with their stories. But as I said, no one could identify how is he doing, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? How is he doing? So, of course, now there are a couple of people who also modeled and get more deeper in Milton Erickson. Milton Erickson, there is a foundation also of Milton Erickson Foundation as well. You can identify that too. So, that time, John and Richard find out that Milton is creating that magic. And they went through his tapes, his audio tapes, and they kind of modeled him, means matching his tonality, matching his physiology. Just to let you know all, Milton could see only purple. Okay, and he couldn't really get up by himself fully from the wheelchair. He was paralyzed 2 times. All right, but still, I mean, think about it. There is a story, and they say that he was told, his mother was told by the doctors that the next day Milton Erickson would not see the sun. Milton Erickson overheard, felt that conversation, and called the mother and asked the mother to turn his bed towards the sun. It says everything. You just turn my bed towards the sun. You just turn my bed towards the sun. I'll see it. He really saw it. Just phenomenal, I think. Having a paralysis attack, but still being in your senses, to know what actions you have to take is beautiful. It's powerful, I guess. I believe, not I guess. And you just did that, Hilton. And John shares that what Milton has something which is very unique, is that he could match and mirror with the little baby, with the small kids. For example, when Milton is on the bed and he can't get up by himself. So, what he did is how a baby gets up, a baby, let's say a small baby, what he does in 3 months, right? He uses his body to push himself. After 3 months, he starts doing all of that to test his body and discover what can happen. So when the little kid used to get up from the bed, that little kid, whatever micro muscle, now I'm opening about micro muscle. I'm not sure how many of you really understand this concept. So I want you to experience it. If I ask you, if I invite you to just stand up from your place, please, for a while. Okay, okay, nice. Thank you, thank you. Great, great, thank you. And now sit back. Did you do any conscious effort to do this? Exactly. We are not doing any conscious effort to do this. I just asked you, and you beautifully showed, demonstrated how you stand and how you sit. There's no conscious effort. But someone who is paralytic can't stand. How would he learn? How would he do it? It's very interesting to think. What he could do is really a magic. Now I invite you to think this way. I invite you to be seated, and when I ask you to stand, I invite you to think about standing and think which muscle you would get up with, and then get up and get up and get up. So think about standing, give a command to yourself to stand, and just notice how your body is moving to stand. Very, very slowly, just notice that. Do it. Very nice. Good. Very good, Pritika. You did it very, very slow. Very good. Nice, Revati. Yeah. Now you can sit slowly, slowly. Yeah, good. Now you notice that how do you stand more slowly? Go ahead more slowly. Test it one more time. Do it 3 times at least. Think about standing and just do it very, very slowly. Take a full minute to stand. Yeah. Mm. Mhm. Interesting. Have you ever noticed which muscle goes first?
Started to stand up. It starts from the toes and the foot, then calf muscle, thighs, and hip. When we are
Hmm.
trying to
Hmm.
sit, it's reversed. Starts
Hmm.
from the hip, thighs, calf muscle, and toes.
So when I ask you to, when you are sitting with your hands on your thighs, for example, when I ask you to stand, what is the very first thing which happens? Yadhara?
Go down,
Okay, yes,
hands go down, we align our feet.
hands, yes. So
So
your,
little our toe fingers, they also take part in standing. The muscles
hmm,
under the toes also, they also start taking part. Otherwise,
hmm,
like while sitting and imagining, like if we stand, you just think maybe our glutes and the hamstrings would be
yes,
involved. But when you pay
exactly.
attention, you really feel that from the tiny muscles under your toes to each muscles up here, they are involved in this.
Exactly, exactly. And we all can do this exercise as a homework to just observe yourself step by step to how do you actually stand. So the moment you hear I am keeping my hands again on my thighs. And the moment I hear stand, the very first thing which happens is my shoulders move. Then the whole glute thing, and then the thighs, and then the pressure starts coming. My shoulders move, my hands start moving, my back take a position, then my glute and all. Beautiful. And it's just so interesting noticing how the micro muscle system work, the very first micro muscle system. So these are small, tiny micro muscles first, which works, right? And then the body memorizes all the micro muscle system together. It's so fascinating to observe that all this, balance the body has memorized, and then I can stand. Yeah. Dr. John talks a lot about calibration, micromuscle, modeling, matching and mirroring. And I want you to be grounded on his, space of where I come from. And I have practiced this part a lot. That changed the way I do techniques of NLP previously in 2015 to the way I did after I met him. So let's move to, okay, so Milton Erickson, right, who was paralytic, who could not stand by himself. Now the kid has to, when the kid learns how to stand, the same way we are now observing the pressure. Now think that you are a baby. Think that you are a baby. So what you will have to do, you don't know that you can balance. What would you do? What would you do? Come on.
You
Take a
should search
support,
for
like
hold something.
crawl. Yeah.
Hold something, yes. Then give up, yes, Pratika, give a pressure somewhere, right? Test my
We
pressure. Yeah,
children also see adults doing this stuff and they try to follow.
very good. Yes. So they see, plus they also test it by doing it. They test it by doing it and receiving the feedback, the biofeedback loop. And they receive that feedback multiple times, and they do it multiple times, and they do it multiple times until they know that I have that balance now. And they keep doing, and they keep doing until they really have the balance, right? So exactly like this, as he saw the kid growing and moving, he did the matching and mirroring, micro muscle matching and mirroring. Or for example, if I have to take my hand up, now keep a simple thing. If you have to take your hand up, the first thing which you do is where the pressure would come.
Shoulder.
Yes. So somewhere, right? Now you've taken the full hand up, take the half hand up and feel as if you're taking full hand up and feel the pressure here. But don't take it up. I repeat, get your hand here. First, get your hand up. Notice the memory, through your memory, notice the pressure on your shoulder. You notice the pressure on your shoulder, which it makes when it takes it up. Now get it half. Go full down, Pritika, then get it half. And feel the same pressure as if it is going up. Visualize it is going up with the pressure over here. You understand? Could you notice a tiny movement versus just keeping it and versus visualizing it going up? There is a difference. also. Anyone could identify? I keeping it like this versus now visualize it is going up. Yeah. Now, this is called micro muscle memory and micro muscle mirroring. Mirroring. Now, I'm actually mirroring how it goes up. Okay. So, Milton Erickson started mirroring the micro muscles of this movements which the kid will have to make to take or move his back, because to get up he has to move his back, and to move his back he has to move his shoulders first. So he just started matching and mirroring the child. And this is your next task. I told you one is to just observe yourself getting up and sitting. The next, matching and mirroring the child. I can't tell you that there is so much of calibration which you will learn through a children, through a baby. Whomsoever have contact to children, please make sure that you match and mirror with kids. Okay, all right. That is your task for an entire week. Matching and mirroring. So Milton Erickson did fantastic matching and mirroring with micro muscle memory, with continual doing and doing and doing until he could also, with his own ability and with the help, would get up and sit on the wheelchair and get his life back. Not be in that point that I can't live anymore. His mouth used to not fully open and a small open. But the point what I'm trying to tell you is that we say that we have a lot of problems and we give up, and he didn't give up that time when NLP was not even tested fully. So this whole model comes from Milton Erickson and Virginia and Fritsch. Now, going back, I was telling you, John and Richard find out that his audio tapes to connect with Milton Erickson to identify the how. कैसे कर रहे हैं वो magic? How is he doing this? The magic which he's doing with his language. People are changing. What does he do? What is this process? If you would ask Milton what is the process, he would not be able to tell you the process. But I want to know what's the process to decode it. So John and Richard magically identified the audio tapes, match and mirror, called up Milton's wife, Betty Erickson, and talked exactly like in the way of Milton Erickson. I know that you are now going to give your phone to Mr. Rickson because I think that you can help me to identify how is he doing, what is he doing. So Betty, called up Milton and said, there is someone like you calling. Exact someone like you. What is this? And when Milton took the phone and Richard was talking on the phone, so Milton said, I know what you're doing, you come over. That's the way they got the entry to Milton Erickson. Now, when they got the entry to Milton Erickson in the office space where Milton used to work with people, what John and Richard did for a year is this. Okay, it is written as 9 to 11 months, so that's why I'm saying a year. So, what Richard and John did was this is, for example, Milton sitting on his wheelchair, talking to a person and working with the person. Take a deep breath. Can you see that? Yeah. So now Milton is talking, and John and Richard, what would they do? They would sit exactly the way Milton would sit, first of all, on the chair, matching the posture from the head to the shoulders, to the back, to the legs. Okay? So they would first match the full posture, physiology, exactly like Milton Erickson. Then, and John has shared this to us personally, okay? And then they would match the tonality of Milton Erickson internally. So whatever Milton is saying, they would say it internally. Um, you actually do. And I have done this with John. So the unconscious new code frames, which I keep doing, is exactly from that model. Mm. And you can see. So all that. And they kept doing this, matching and mirroring physiology, body, non-verbals, tiny non-verbals, bigger non-mass body language, both of it, internal dialogues, voice tonality, internally, breathing, all of that, and the eyes. They have referred, John has referred that I used to keep a frame that I want to match and mirror Milton Erickson, model Milton Erickson, in the frame of the psychology or in the frame of working with people professionally, not in the frame of personal. Why? Because in personal, his body had some challenges. So when you model, you also keep a frame that I want to model the person like this. So he actually, John and Richard, today, first day, just cut, copy, paste, match, 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 match. That is what I did with John. Match, 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 internal dialogue, do, do, do. That's what I am asking you all to do also. Okay. So match, 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 match with me, match, match, match. And then they would go back to the University of California. So this whole used to happen 3 days a week and 3 days a week there in University of California. They would call upon. So Milton has worked with a person in fear. Huh? So John will call upon a person in fear. Hmm. And do the same technique what John did. Repeat the same way. Again, go back and again, go back and again, go back. And this kept happening. And that gave us a structure. There is a book. All of you should refer the book after a month. The book is Structure of Magic, Part 1 and Part 2, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Structure of Magic. This book came after this whole process of modeling with Milton Erickson. Virginia Satir, also, I'll name her as well after this, and Fridge Pearls. So, what are they doing? They are modeling, cut, copy, paste, na, 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 na. How do we learn language? How do you learn language? By,
Listening and speaking.
yeah, by observing. Mama says, ma, 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 ma. She's saying, please say ma, ma. And I am seeing through my eyes that mama is using her lips. How? This is the how of mama. Is using her lips, turning her lips, and then she does something. What is it? I have no idea. No interpretations, no words. I have no idea. Ma'am, 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 ma. I start doing ma'am, 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 until I get that voice, ma. And then she reinforces when she hears this one. She, yes, mama, 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 more. She reinforces. And she keeps reinforcing, and my body learns ma by doing ma. That time I don't know that I'm saying it or I'm listening, but I'm doing what mama is doing. I'm not understanding how will this fall, right? I'm not understanding as a kid. I'm doing it. So as a kid, John and Richard were sitting over there, ma, 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 ma. No, this is called unconscious assimilation. You can write this. This is called unconscious assimilation. So they just kept doing the unconscious assimilation so deeply that their body was giving the same response when they would go back and work with the other person. How do you do unconscious assimilation deeply? By not thinking and not understanding it. So, in these classes, I don't want you to understand everything, and that is what I want. I repeat, I don't want you to understand everything. I want you to just be with me, and whenever I will do a technique, especially, okay, at that time, I want you to just match and mirror. Of course, when I am explaining something, also match and mirror. I'm answering something, match and mirror, because when I answer through a technique. So, whatever I was doing with Pritika and Revati, I was doing a technique actually. I opened without opening. You don't know, but I did something. Yeah. So if you want to learn NLP deeply, follow the root model. The root model of John Grinder and Richard both was to match, match, match without the intent of understanding first. First, no understanding. I'm sitting here with Milton, match, match, match. Okay, fine. Go back, and tomorrow I will work with the same client. Now, if you observe, I have the same model. I want you to match, match, match the work of coaching, which I will do with all of you, with people around you. Match, 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 match. You have the recording, open up the recording, match, match, match. That's what you're supposed to do. Because your unconscious will assimilate the information exactly like you've assimilated native language. You heard your mama saying, man, 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 man. You only did. Did you try to understand whether this ma is with less pressure or more pressure? Were you evaluating whether am I creating the sound right or wrong? What if it is not right, no wrong? No right, no wrong. What if I'm asking you to do right now? And I will tell you when to understand. So as a kid, I just kept doing ma, pa, woo, wee, ba, woo. I am assimilating information at an unconscious level. Assimilating, 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 going it deeper, going deeper, going deeper, going deeper. And then the day comes when I am saying mama fully. But I was not prepared. It happened. My body discovered. The day came when I said papa fully. Not prepared, but I said it. Did I do that? No, my unconscious did that because my unconscious was practicing unconsciously assimilating, matching, mirroring, modeling, and was curious to say this. So if you're curious to change yourself, curious to learn, curious to match and model and mirror. Match and mirror is the part of modeling. So what they did was matching and mirroring in full. Then they went back and they practiced the same thing. That is the second step of modeling. The first step of modeling is matching and mirroring, okay, without the intent to understand. The second step is practice in parallel context. Practice this whole in parallel context means when I ask you, let's go through an exercise, when I will take you through an exercise, you all match me. If I will do it with Revati, you match me. If I will do it with Pritika, with Dhara, anyone, Sheetal, you just match me, all of you. Second step, practice in parallel context is the step, which means I always ask people, now I want you to go in the breakout room and practice this. And I want you to do that. This is what I did. I did it so many times. Practiced that. Same thing which my unconscious learned. Practice in parallel context. It's a parallel context. You have a person, you're going to work with that person on the same technique which I will present. I will tell you that, right? And then what they did, the third step of modeling is called decoded. That's decoding. So they did a full model. Okay. Decode means creating, discovering a structure of how we do what we do. What are these steps to it? Okay. Discovering a structure of how we do what we do. This is gold. You're going to learn about yourself. How I do something which is happy, confident, how I do something which is not happy, confident, how I change it and change it. Forget the reasons of not doing. Forget the reasons of identifying with reasoning. No interpretations, no discussions, no discussions. Just change. Yeah. Match, match, match. Practice, practice, practice. And the decode of the steps, I will help you to do it so that you have the whole structure in front of you. That's the core of what John and Richard did. And I want you to follow that process because that would help you to learn at so deeper level that after you learn this and you practice this in this way, automatically in your life, this would take a space. You know, it would take it by itself. Do you have to really put efforts to put native language in your life? No. We were putting efforts to get English in our life because that was not native, which is genuine, right? Nowadays, kids don't have a problem with English also because we are giving them English. Unconsciously, they're assimilating the vocabulary. Their brain is listening, right? So it's very interesting that you are going to assimilate all this in a very beautiful unconscious way, the way John and Richard did. So, simple task for all of you. I will open that what would happen when you are going to match your kids. Oh my God, it's magic. I learned so much with Rachit by matching with him. I learned about NLP actually through Rachit, you know, my son. And it is amazing to learn through kids. So beautiful to learn through kids. So all of you get ready to match and mirror your friends, your students, your kids, your people at home, you know, whomsoever you have, your maids, your support staff, right? Match, 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 match. Of course, there is a lot into it. At this moment, I just want you to tell you that you have picked up a subject which has unlimited potential. It's like never ending. It's so beautiful and so deep, as much as you want to go in the depth. How deep you want to go, that you would decide. And every day you will discover something about yourself because there is no end to excellence. There is no full stop to excellence. You always want to be better and better, which is good. And NLP helps you in this whole life at all levels. So, welcome to this amazing fantasy world of change. Yeah, and the way John and Richard kept practicing for years together and kept doing the change work, it is a really amazing thing. John says that I never knew that this roller coaster of 9 years, what they did together, is going to turn out so big for the world. They were not ready. They didn't plan this as to be a bigger thing in the world. And if you now read about NLP, so many people globally are NLPers. It's done globally. I mean, I have met people from more than 62 countries now. It could be more. Yeah. So it's so beautiful. I can work with a person in Italy and I can use the same process in Peru because it's a process. It's just a process. I can do the work with a blind person and I can do the work with a person who is not able to fully talk, partially talk. So the process is so beautiful. So I want you to focus on the process. Okay. All right. Yeah. Henceforth, whatever you will say, and if I do any technique, if I answer you through a technique, all of you, if you want to learn deeply, please keep this model with you, which John and Richard explored, and it is written and tested by me multiple times and by many others multiple times. And I have been modeling John very deeply. You will get to know a lot about it in coming future. Yeah. How does it sound? You're muted. How does it sound to you all?
Bit anxious?
Oh, so how do you doing anxious? How do you do it? Where do you feel it?
In my chest, obviously.
So
How I
you
am going to
touch,
do?
so you touch and say thank you. It is going to happen. Remember the time when you learned language, you didn't think about it. You just did,
Yeah.
right? You just kept
Yes,
doing it. You just keep doing it with me for this next 3 months. That's all. Commit to that. That's it.
sure.
Okay? Play around it. Have fun with it. Become
It sounds
curious.
very interesting, actually.
Yeah.
And I think in daily life also, we tend to model quite a lot. I mean, at least with me, what I feel and have experienced. So if I was watching an Australian series, so while speaking, I would just suddenly realize that why am I using an Australian accent? I
Natural.
would deal with people from Assam. So for 2 years in Assam, and I was like, why am I using this word? Why am I like acting like this? Now I'm in Maharashtra. It's been 6 months, so learning things here. So I think unconsciously we all do it otherwise very, very naturally also. It's just that now here, probably we have to do this consciously.
Yeah, yeah. So not we have to do it. We want to do it because we want to explore this.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, right. That's the reason. Good.
Question.
Hmm.
So I'm having a lot of network issue. So in between, you are like getting just frozen. So I just missed the point while you were telling about that we have to mirror, say, our kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, like when we mirror or when we match them, we do it in
Mm-hmm.
front of them, or we just observe them there and we do it later. I
You
mean,
test
how?
both. You test both. Okay? Get ready for discovery. Test both. Test both means do some in front of him, do some when he's not around.
Okay.
Do some partial, do some full. Do some when he can see, do some when he's not seeing you. Do everything like this. Okay? Do a good test. You would identify, okay, what happens when I do this and what happens when I do this. Until you do these different tests, you would not be able to identify. Okay? Discover it. You'll have bang on
I'm just,
fun.
why should we do this? Like for like, why should, like, what will happen? What
I
should I expect
understand. I
after?
understand. I understand your question. And we are going to do some exercises after the lunch, and let's see what you all will discover. Okay? All right? Yeah.
And
I
what's
love
my
the
problem
curiosity.
is I don't have any kids in and around me. All are elders in my community.
Hmm.
And throughout on the entire street, we don't have any kids. All are grown.
YouTube,
Okay.
right? Just media is so beautiful and so powerful. So go on to the YouTube and identify different videos of kids. How are they talking? How are they walking? How are they
Okay.
dancing? How are they singing? All of that. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Very exciting. Yes, Pratika.
Uh, One more thing, like I think I've been doing this unconsciously with my twin toddlers. I
Mm,
just want to get a clarity if that's what I'm doing or not, because
yes.
like I have a son and a daughter, right? I always notice the difference between how they both learning certain things and how quick each one to do certain things when I say them to do. One thing I
Mm,
learned from my daughter is she's very like hands-on and quick to, do things.
mm,
If I
mm,
say something once, she gets, she understands it and do it again. And
mm,
she kind of mirrors me a lot. If I do something, she
mm,
watches and she does the same. And that's not
mm.
the case with my son. Like, even if I have to, like, coddle him, beg him to do something, do this, do that. So what I learned is like the way she's like responding, with the speed. I want to do that. I kind of want that kind of energy from my daughter. I try to do certain things, even though I don't have that much of energy with them. When I ask something, she gets up quickly and do that. So I want to be that and do quickly. And
Mm,
if someone asks
mm,
me to do something, I want to get up
mm,
quickly and do it.
mm,
So I
mm.
really wanted that kind of, and I'm unconsciously I'm trying to, do that from her because I want that
Wow.
kind of energy. I think so that
Wow.
like when you said that, I kind of like, okay, this is what I'm actually doing,
Yes.
without knowing that is a technique. And I
Yes,
want to know if
exactly.
that is what you're
Yes.
talking. Yeah.
Please keep doing this. What you
Mm.
are touching is a very important thing. You are
Mm.
touching into the how do I get the same kind of energy? And you are
Mm.
answering your how by doing matching and mirroring exactly like the way your daughter is doing.
Mm.
You're changing your position, you're becoming the daughter, and you are allowing your pathway to become that younger one. You know, people say that they're getting older and could be this and could be that, but you are giving yourself a pathway. So
Mm.
our neurological, the way the whole biochemistry, the biological way, the physiology, the neurology, the way it works is very fascinating. No one has all the answers correct.
Mm.
However, the matching and mirroring part is very um, personal and unique. It doesn't have any, it doesn't need any kind of explanation, means language-wise interpretations. What it needs is for you to just go ahead and do it. It
Mm.
is exactly like acting,
Mm.
right? And when the actor goes into the skin of that acting, then after a while they actually feel like, if you have heard Vicky Kaushal saying there was a movie of Shivaji in which he actually went into the fully zone of that. After a while, he had to really take time off to cut off that character from his body because you're living that character then.
Mm.
It goes in your body. So you are doing
Okay.
fantastic. Do it more.
Okay.
I have done this with my
Mm.
niece daughter, you know, and it has been an amazing discovery that how can I shift and change?
Mm.
Great example, Pritika.
Thank
Ex
you.
Explore this more, okay?
But,
Great. Okay, all of you, let's take a break and come back in 45 minutes. Okay, 2:30 to be precise, all of you. 2:30 we will start, and by 3:45 we will take maybe another break. And after that break, you all will be doing some more practice with each other. Okay, 2:30 to 3:45 we will take one more topic, and then we will get into some more practice. All right? Yeah. So I'll see you at 2:30, all of you online here. Have a good lunch. Match and mirror your kids while they have lunch. Match and mirror your people, your adults while they are having lunch. So one more thing. We can match and mirror anyone. Why kids? Because that's one size also in which I want you to explore. Do it on YouTube. If you have live people, adults, you are also going to do that. Okay, you're going to match your husbands. We're going to match your everyone. Okay? ठीक है? Yeah? All right. So it is not going to be restricted to kids, but it is a lot to explore there. Great. See you all at lunch.
I had pulao after a long, long time. My husband's not in town, so when he's not in town, we have all that stuff which he doesn't like.
Okay, okay. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you can have multiple different things, hello?
Yes,
So
things
what do
of
you like the most?
in
What do
eating.
you like? Yeah, what do you like the most in pulao? Like, which vegetable you like the most in pulao?
So we tried that green chana. It was very amply available in the market. So we were
Hmm.
fascinated. I've never had that before. So
Hmm.
instead of mutter, we used that green chana. It was very nice.
Ah, yeah, nice.
The green chana was specifically was very, very, very nice and different.
Wow. Wow. And what all was there in pulao?
Ah, it had cauliflower, it had carrots, onions, beans,
Cauliflower, great.
soya bean.
Onions, beans.
There's like cinnamon and some other things,
You like it yellow wala, peela wala, haldi wala, ki plain?
plain without
Plain.
yellow. Yeah,
Acha. Okay. Okay. You like it tomato wala or without tomato?
without tomato. So we being Punjabi, it's something very funny sounding. We
Hmm.
eat with the pulao. It's called as chit. Chit in Punjabi, very similar to very dirty word, but we call it chit. So chit is basically made of lot of garlic and tomato. So it's like very
Okay.
liquidy. It's kind of salan, which is eaten with biryani, but this
Hmm.
is much more liquid.
Hmm.
So we eat
Hmm.
this with biryani.
Acha. Okay. Okay. I remember Dadi used to make in for us. Dadi used to say प्याज टमाटर की sabji, that
हाँ,
kind of,
प्याज
which is
टमाटर yeah,
with garlic.
yes. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
very thin. It's very,
yeah. It's thin.
yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Hmm. And what did you have, Pritika?
We had the staple rice and sambar, vegetables
Rice
and
and
sambar.
sambar.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. What do you like in sambar the most?
I like with drumstick potatoes and brinjal. So that is a classic one here. Like it was made by my grandmother, and I love it. So I'm
Hmm.
actually in my parents' house. So
Mm-hmm.
especially for this training, I thought like I'll be back here, and so my parents can take care of my kids, so that my husband can't like leave the work and take care of kids right now. So. Yeah, so I'm having all the homemade stuff like from my
Ah,
grandmother. Yeah.
great.
Everything, what
This
I
is
can't like make. I don't know to cook a lot, so it's always like my mom and my grandmother they cook.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
even simple
Lucky.
foods like now only it will taste so good. Before marriage, if they give the same thing, I'll be like, no. Now it's like
Ah.
give me the simple foods. I
I
crave for
know.
that. Yeah.
I know. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Lucky you. My mom and my daddy both expired for a very, very long time.
Oh, sorry.
2004. That's okay.
Yeah.
2004, mom went. 2009, my daddy.
Mm.
So yeah, it's so amazing to hear. Yeah, so much of love to you.
Yeah.
Wow, it would be great time with them. Cool. Enjoy. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy the sambar with brown, purple brinjal. Purple.
Purple print.
The color of Milton Erickson.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, and the drumsticks. Interesting.
Mm.
Interesting. Very interesting. Nice. And what did you have, Revati?
The same rice, sambar, rasam, curd, and rich gourd dal.
What's the
I don't
last
know
thing
in
which you said?
sambar. Rich gourd dal. Kutul
Richard
is the
doll.
same Tamil.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yellow
Nice.
What
pumpkin
did you
sambar
eat?
rasam.
What did I eat? I eat
Mm.
very little of dal and rice. Today I was filled with protein in the morning, so I didn't really eat much. But yes, I had one katori of dal. Again, it was rich in protein. So yeah. And some green cucumber, very less because I'm feeling a little coldish today. So yeah, that's the way. But I enjoyed having it hot, hot dal, the hot yellow dal. If you all know moong ka yellow halka wala dal, ekdam light, that is what I had today. Hmm. So as we are talking about the yellow, the purple, the um, drumstick green, or the green chana, which Dhara got, right? Or the red rasam. Rasam is red, right? Red color. As we talk about this, there is something very interesting if you observe in this while we are talking about it. Do you notice that we all are talking about the colors of the things which we are eating? And how talking about the color of the things is like making us more different while we're talking about food. But when we talk about the color of the food, or let me tell you one more experience, and then we will, learn this in depth. There is something interesting about this whole concept. Um, you know, I'll share a quick story. My I always like to share different stories. So, any one of you liked going to vacations? Of course,
Yeah.
yeah, all of you. Revati was just now talking about a vacation. Happy, right? So we all love to go to vacations. Any one of you love to drive car or have a long drive vacations kind of? Yeah. Ah, interesting. Oh my God, we are a team. Ah, lovely. Great. So, 2023, yeah, December. We suddenly planned that Rachit has been asking that he wants to see Agra, and we had to go to Delhi also in December. So we just thought randomly that let's, drive to Amritsar. So from Pune to Amritsar, the Golden Temple, that was the plan. And I was, taking the online sessions that time also, taking the online session. And we kind of planned that we will go. And we just planned it last week. And it was just 1 week's time that we had to plan everything, you know. And because December is so cold in Amritsar, especially in Punjab side and Delhi side, so to plan the clothing of winter. Now, because we are planning to go by car, so it will be almost 12, 13 days. So different kind of colors, different kind of clothing, different kind of tops and the bottoms. So I had all the reds, yellow, I remember, brown, blue, three different kind of blues like a cloud blue and a dark blue and the navy blue, three different kind of pinks, the baby pink and the magenta kind of a pink and the normal pink, red, red jacket, camel color of jacket because it would be cold and 4, 5. Now because you're not going in flight. So you have a bag, and my bag was like quite big, huge, and I was like all planning different colors and different kind of shoes. I have a black boot, Some browns. I have two browns, two blacks, two Snickers, all of that. And then there's one pieces which comes nowadays for the sweaters, which you can be just in one piece. So that one's in blackish and grayish shades. So सब कुछ एक ही हफ्ते में all that planning and then Amritsar. So I want to have a kind of a suit. So velvetish suit is what I thought of. So I have one. So I just thought about that. Something for Rachit, different kind of sweatshirts because he loves sweatshirts and sort of jackets. So yellow, red, orange, blue, white, black, brown. Just get all the colors. As simple as that, and something which he's comfortable in. And plain jeans, so black, light blue, dark blue, brownish, all that. Rahul was planning his own thing. Anyways, I planned it for him also. I get all the colors together for him as well. A parrot green, a light green, all of that. So I got all the colors together in the bag, and we planned in a week's time that we would go. So what happened was that we have a big SUV, so we dumped everything into it, and there was no space. So I had to reduce, of course, my shoes because it was too much. So I reduced my shoes and some few of the things so that we can have some space. And suddenly my dad came in with a bag packed and with a suitcase. He said, "I'm also coming with you." And I couldn't say no because it would be fun to have dad in the trip. And I said, okay, fine, I have to reduce one more bag, or you carry this bag in this way, and this bag in this way. Finally, we left. We left at 6 o'clock in the evening, and I was doing a session like this till 4 o'clock, exactly like this. So completed the session, packed up quickly, and was leaving. So we went from uh, yeah, I also remember that it was a long day for me. It was a last day session. So we didn't get time to give a lot of breaks. So I didn't get time to eat as such as well. So जैसे ही session खत्म हुआ, I cooked something yummy, and that is pulao. Because it is fast and easy and it is yummy all together. So putting all the veggies together and the cinnamon and the way it smells, getting that ready, and some namak ajwain parathas for the rasta if in case we want to have. So packed up that, and when you think about the paratha, or when you think about the cinnamon, you have that smell and you feel like, wow, you already feel satisfied. You're done. And we left. So the first day was Nasik. Left at 6 o'clock, reached around 10 o'clock, quite faster, drive, and reached and slept over because I was tired, just had some food, slept. The next day morning, I was fresh, fully fresh, and I came out, got ready. There was a big tree outside the hotel of that, Nasik hotel. And I remember clicking a picture on that big tree and sending it to my classic board members, saying that, how the tree folds itself naturally, but we as people are not so flexible as trees naturally. And it would be so interesting that if we can also be flexible. I wrote that. I clicked a beautiful picture with my mom, with my dad, and with myself, with my kid. And then we left from Nasik to Indore. We didn't go to Agra. So there's a route, right? So we left from Nasik. We reached Indore in the evening at 7ish. It was 25th of December. So Christmas. So we have to do something. So we reached at our sister's place at around 7ish, all day driving, and I got to drive from Nasik to Indore. It's a beautiful highway. And I was driving, singing the songs, opening the windows, having the good weather because the weather was good. So you can open the windows and breeze coming on your face. And five-ish के पास, four-ish, five-ish, थोड़ा सा light अंधेरा होने ही लगता है धीरे धीरे six-ish के पास. And then you stop at some place and you heat up yourself, have some garam chai, adrak wala, the Indori types, that MB side chai, and you then get ready and reach. And 7 o'clock we have driven whole day. Kal bhi drive kiya tha. 7 o'clock we reached and we said, okay, let's go for party. And we just got ready, and by 9 o'clock we were out for party. So we left at 9 o'clock, and me, my sister, um, Jiju, and kid, all of that. We left, six of us. There was a lot of shore, and my son was a little tired, had sneezing and all, so he was not feeling very good. So we changed the location and went somewhere else, and it was like open field kind of a space, open space, chairs and tables, but has some kind of a feeling of Rajasthan kind of, because the sand was there and there was a singer singing. And I never thought that, on a Christmas, I will have Purane Hindi songs to listen by a live singer and feeling like that you are in Rajasthan, but you're actually in Indore. It was amazing. We had great food. Indore is famous for food. We had veg, non-veg, amazing, Manchurian. I remember that it was Manchurian. And then from there, we came around 2 a.m. And next day at around 11 a.m. morning, we left again for Agra. We reached, so Agra's journey was, I don't know, it was long, it was lengthier for some reason because we lost the way. But the best part is that you stop in between in Gwalior and other places and you take those Acha sa. Do you know Gajak? Anyone? Til gur, uh, things which is in til, um, jaggery, right? You have gur, which is jaggery, and you have white color of til, which is gajak. I will just check what is it called in English. So we got all that different kind of sweets, which is made especially for winters in there. So we got different. We actually stopped at local markets, to buy different sweets. And it was full on night. We left. I also remember it was foggy because of around 8, it was getting late. And the moment we reached Agra, it became so foggy that we were not able to identify where the hotel is because the hotel was very close by to Taj Mahal. We were not able to identify which route we are going. It was 11:30 we reached Agra and my dad was tired. Though the whole day he was listening to the songs and dancing by himself. He's 75, but then he was tired. और उसके साथ क्या हुआ? The hotel in Agra didn't have the lift, and it was on the second floor, and my dad was already tired. So it was difficult for him to go, and we had some chai. We rested, and we just slept like anything because we were tired with that party also the day before. So we just slept like anything. We got up in the morning, and the very first thing which me and my dad did was sit down together, have a sun bath, and a coffee or a tea. And that tea also had that garam masala wala tea with cinnamon taste. Amazing tea. And we got, हाँ, dad said, अब अच्छा लग रहा है, बढ़िया लग रहा है, अब ठीक है. So we got, of course, worried that how is he feeling? But when he said, yeah, अब अच्छा लग रहा है, and he changed, body shifted, his smile came back, and we were like, wow, okay, come on, let's go. So we were in Agra that day. We spent We were in Taj Mahal for 7 hours. And and it was too long, and we did so much of musty with that, and so many photographs we clicked, and he was doing that like this, and then he was, hugging me and, having good time with me, and then me and my son, or me and my husband, all that. So we're having great time eating this, buying that, moving around. We had a guide, so he was giving us stories and stories, and Dad also wanted to narrate stories of Taj Mahal and Shah Jahan, Mumtaz, all that. Finally, all that. Then, before we leave, it was around five-ish, 4:35, 4:35-ish, and we didn't have our lunch because we were having all that other junk thing. So we thought that let's go and have, a lunch, a memorable lunch. If ever you get time to visit Agra, there is a place, I will find out that place name and send it to you. There's a place where they give you a very cozy feeling like a Raja, however. It is made very simple, but the feeling is beautiful. Their plates are that, fully copper, full copper thing. The colors and the theme is exactly like a Maharaja kind of feeling. And you go there and you have to customize your food. The dal has to be customized, and they ask you everything about the dal. It has to be in ghee. Do you want it with jeera? Do you want it with onion? Do you want it with tomato? Do you want some this, green chilies or red chili? And they were asking so long a menu. So we had all that. Amazing soup we had there. Like it was so filling, and we could smell the tomato soup ka jo tomato flavor hota hai na, when it actually came, you actually feel like something which is fresh is fresh. You can sense it with the smell, and you can also see it through. And then my dad was so happy and saying, "Wah, maza aa gaya," kind of. And the end was he got a plate which had seven different kind of sweets. That was complimentary. And I was like, wow, great. And the end, again, around seven different kind of soaps. Um, you know, so all that beautiful colors and the smell of mint. You leave from Agra. I was driving again, and it took 4 hours to reach Delhi. It was around 10 o'clock. We reached Delhi. Tired, thandi, and next day morning, mummy is saying, my mother-in-law used to stay there. 6 o'clock, my husband also was saying, jaldi nikalna hai, because traffic nahi hona chahiye. So we have to leave now at 6 o'clock again to Amritsar. But we left at 7. But the roads of Amritsar, actually, there was something around that December time, and it was packed. So 24th December to 29th, almost 28th, 29th December, we were just traveling and reached Amritsar. And the best thing, the beautiful golden color temple for which we were waiting. And my son was waiting for that smell of amazing halwa. If you have ever had halwa, and the amazing smell of the ghee. And I was waiting to dip my feet in the holy water and be there and sit. And the best thing happened is that I got an opportunity. Thank you so much. I got an opportunity, God, to sit inside, completely like inside जहाँ पाठ होता है, बिल्कुल उस उनके अंदर वाला जो होता है. And I could do that part. And I felt like, wow. All of this whole travel and everything was really worth to reach here. Although when we reached in the morning in Amritsar, it was raining, it was pouring, and there was queue of 1,000 people. There was queue in which you have to, मतलब बारिश से आप गीले हो जाओगे, ढका नहीं हुआ है कुछ जगह पे क्योंकि लाइन बहुत लंबी है. And I said, thank you so much, God. Everything was so worth it to reach to you. And uh, I was remembering my dad there because my dad had to leave to Delhi and my mom had to come and there was no space. And my dad was calling, अच्छे से दर्शन किए ना एकदम. I said, बारिश हो रही थी. तो फिर तो क्या हुआ हो जाएगा बारिश हो रही थी दर्शन किए ना बारिश में. I said, yes, yes, yes. बारिश में भी किए हो गए करा दिया. And we came back from Amritsar in 2 days' time. Uh, in when we were coming back, I was driving again, and you know what happened? We had to take a hotel रास्ते में ही because there is a huge block for a day and you can't go out in Ludhiana. There's a huge, huge block and you can't go out. So anywhere randomly we had to stop and take a decision. So I was driving the car, and the last piece was so funny because we now don't know where to go. And they were guiding us, you can't go on the highway, you have to go to the fields. So we had an experience to drive towards the fields. So we were actually gumao firao the gadi here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there, and see the fields, see the fields. If you've seen Sarson in the movies, Dulwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, all that. So I was actually moving the car around all those beautiful green color of fields. Finally, we reached at a place, a hotel, which was looking like a good hotel, but when we actually went there, inside the rooms were not that great. Anyways, रात को वहां पे रुकना पड़ा and because it is a small hotel so they don't have that packing full the gates पूरे नहीं पैक होते होंगे नीचे से हल्की सी हवा आती होगी तो वो सारी रात ठंडी हवा आती रही ठंडी हवा and it made us so cold and we didn't have any heater there. So cold, so cold, so cold. And in midnight, I got up to make, a hot cup of that black coffee or the tea, something, I don't remember what, but I got up and had that black something hot so that I can sleep. And I actually slept after that. Next day morning, fresh, roads okay khul gaye the, and we drove back. So I drove around that was my मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा the highest I guess 30 hours is what I actually drove. Like I drive the car, so it was so amazing. I feel like every woman should do something like this, which can help them explore so many different places as well as so much of themselves. Traveling really helps you to explore so much, isn't it? So were you there with me in the fields, driving with me?
Yes. I was sitting in the back of your driver's seat.
Oh, lovely. And what all you remember from my story?
From the
What else?
4 color blues to 3 color reds, thing was
Ah.
quite an in-depth description of your trip.
Yeah, and
Initially,
also you
initially
told
I thought that it was just an anecdote which you're sharing, but then later realized, no, this is something. This is leading to
it's
something,
going somewhere.
going somewhere, and then obviously you're thinking, wow, I mean, this is such an amazing way of narrating some an event. If I have to narrate, I would have just packed left, stopped here, and reached. Sorry, finish.
And what else you remember? Pritika, what do you remember? So sweet.
I remember the way you described the food, we had with your father and the way they treated you, in the, like royalty sense that you had that. Yeah. So those things, and I actually wanted to explore this place. So I was like, okay, at least I'm getting to hear all these stories in real person. Yeah. So, and your drive to Indore, like how this whole highway was and how breezy it is. And yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. And what do you remember, Revati? Which part you remember?
Everything, the minute detailing, including in the
Hmm.
packing things and the black coffee in the midnight and the chillness, everything we felt. Whenever you are saying it is too chill, I too feel that
Chill.
it's chill. And the coffee, it smells like you. Almost I traveled each and every minute along with you, and I completed the trip with you. I visited Amar's temple and
Ah,
the minute
yeah.
detailing, that is amazing.
Wow.
Yes.
Each and everything,
Oh,
that clothing, everything you would explain it from the day you started to pack for the trip until coming way back to the. And I felt that the traffic in Ludhiana, and you have to take diversion.
yeah, yeah. And the diversion had green fields.
Yeah,
Whenever you
Yeah.
mentioned about your dad, the entire story while you were narrating,
that's
it
a
was all
growing
in
interest.
English. It was all
Hmm.
in English. But whenever you used Hindi, it was when you were talking something related to your dad.
Mm, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. Very good observation, everyone. Very good observation. So this is something very, very interesting. Hannah. How do we operate and how do we talk using different senses and different systems? Some are more talking in visual, which is the colors, the way the shape is, the way the size is, right? Some talks more in sound, like if you remember, I said, Papa said, Papa said, Papa said, Papa said, Papa said, yeah, right? The sound of the music, right? So the sounds of it, the feelings of it, chill, or heavy, right? Or the cinnamon taste, the smell of the coffee or tea and the cinnamon taste, which is our olfactory and gustatory sense. huh? We are communicating always in sensory systems. We communicate through sensory systems, right? So this whole subject, the system of BACOG, is very fascinating to me. Yeah, Dhara.
This reminds me of the lecture you had shared on the group, in which
Mm-hmm.
there was this exercise to remember going to a restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That
right.
I could not remember anything which was auditory, but I could remember everything else. So I
Hmm.
don't know, I was just making a relation, and usually these days I'm thinking that I don't remember things. So what I draw out of that was maybe I'm not using my sensory perception too much
Hmm.
in any given situation, that I don't remember what was being said, but I totally experience what was how I felt over there. I
Feel.
remember
Yeah.
was there, I remember, but what was being said, I don't remember. So then, after experiencing that, I was little apprehensive. I don't know how am I gonna remember what I will learn with Ridhima because auditory involves.
That for on that, your unconscious is always listening. So Milton
Yes.
Erickson said this, you know, he said, really thank to the universe that he sent this beautiful person. He said, your unconscious is always listening. So when you communicate to your unconscious, always communicate things which you want it to listen, right? So your unconscious is here, Dhara, Revati, Pritika, everyone's. See, when we were kids also, at that time also, we didn't have a target to achieve key, I have to achieve this. The language part, I'm talking, the movement part, the simple things. So keeping this also simple, your unconscious is listening, and whenever anything will arrive, your unconscious will automatically produce this response, the feeling of it. Yes, absolutely. Using our senses more, doing the practice of it more by being conscious to listen to it more, by doing matching and mirroring can also help a lot. All right. So that increases the ability to utilize our senses. You're bang on your observations, good, which gives you two things. One, that I'm observing, and second, that how can I utilize it more by doing a full match and mirror. So repeating the internal dialogues, what I'm saying, repeating the same in that same tonality can be one of the activity which you can start doing consciously, all of you. I repeat, for example, I'm saying in a certain style and certain way. Yeah. So you start repeating in this style and this way internally, and your unconscious will create a vocabulary of this whole technical system, the work which we are doing together. Yeah.
This I agree. As a student, I am sitting in front of you. I realized the way you
Mhm.
are sentence by sentence, you are giving a pass. But
Mm.
when I'm taking class, I will go very fast. The students, ma'am, could you please, once more, could you please go slow? Frequently, I'll get the feedback from the student, ma'am, could you please go slow? Could you please repeat? And
Mm.
after
Mm.
attending one of your webinar, I started to insist the students imagine. Because whatever
Ah.
thing, if you start to view, that can be more understandable and that will register on your mind. Try to imagine. Most of very few students will be visual. All other
Mm.
students are auditory. Most of the after attending your webinar, I started to categorize the students. These students can able to visualize. These students are only auditory, and
Mm.
I started to identify the student and I make the students to make them to visualize. Then we are able
Absolutely.
to. Then
Absolutely.
also just I myself like this Ridhima, we should give you a pass when we are going back to the class.
And whenever we are talking to our kids and our friends or our husbands also. Right?
Definitely.
Right. Exactly. So I'll tell you something about this whole process. This sensory thing is very deep for me, actually. You know, when I was introduced to this concept, I did not know that I don't know myself fully. So I'll give you an example. It's a very funny example. So when I got married, you know, at that time, being quite young and, you know, having that girly thought that, oh, I'm getting ready for my husband, you know, blah, 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 and you get ready and you come out and kind of you're waiting for your husband to say something and look at you continuously, kind of thing. And nothing was happening. And I told Rahul that you don't love me. Yeah? I mean, you don't care about me. So how come? You know, Virginia Satir was the one of the person whom I have not spoken about, right? So I should give one of the credits to Virginia also for this entire thing. Richard Bandler and John Grinder also did modeling with Virginia Satir. She used to work on conjoint family therapy. Okay. Now, conjoint family therapy is basically to do the therapies for families. So she used to do counseling for families. So when the family, husband and wife, is coming to her and talking about their problems, so the wife is, for example, saying, he's not helping me, he doesn't care for me at all. I don't know, there is no room to talk. He doesn't love me. I don't know how to comprehend this. I have no idea what she wants. I don't feel that we can talk now. Now, just a minute. Virginia would look at her and ask, how do you know that he doesn't care? He is not looking at simple things like, I mean, can't he see that I am doing so much of efforts? Can't he see that it's me who is cleaning the whole thing? I mean, he could see that there is a dustbin which is kept outside for 2 days, and he could have taken care when I'm doing all that. He just can't understand. He just can't see. How do you know that there is no room to talk? That you guys can't talk? What makes you think that way? Whenever I talk, whenever I talk, she doesn't allow me to talk. She's not allowing me to talk. Whenever I want to talk, I want to discuss, we can sit down and talk. Virginia goes, all right. So what I invite you to do is, if you would like to take a task from me for the next 3 days, I invite you to talk to him directly and tell him what you want him to see. Because if you do not tell him what you want him to see, it is like he has closed eyes. Until you tell him, his eyes will get open. Is that okay with you? And what I want you to do is, I want you to look at her continuously whenever she is talking, or whenever you want to talk to her. Look at her and then go and talk. Look at her, talk to him. Tell him you look at her and talk. So when I got married, and I did not do NLP that time, 2008. So whenever I used to get ready, just like all of you, very simply, I am waiting for someone to. Okay. So whenever I am talking and looking at him, thinking inside, talking inside, he would look at me, he would look at me, he would look at me. And this girl over there, young, just married, got ready. She thinks she's putting efforts. And this person here, this is Rahul here. So what he used to do was, hmm, did you see that? So, all right. So there is a communication she is expecting, but this guy has already did a communication. Look at this communication. Hmm. Where is this guy looking? And what is this guy doing? But because she was waiting him to see like this in her style and then say, so she didn't have a response. And I couldn't get that time. And we used to have conflicts. I couldn't get that time. That at that time, I was so much into visual, and he was into auditory and kinesthetic. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic, auditory and kinesthetic. So he would do, hmm. So he's using his body, feeling something, going down. And now we know, of course, after NLP, the relationship which we have, with us. Kritika, what you were saying, that at times it's just going here and there, haywire. That time it used to happen. It is just triggering something or the other because we are not able to comprehend which sense are we communicating from. We are not matching together. We are not utilizing our sensory systems and it's going anywhere. And we feel that you're not understanding me. And today, not even today, from many years now, uh, a lot of people tell us that how much love you guys have. I mean, that's the kind of compliments we get. And we know it, we feel it. We like we are mad now. We're like really, really mad with each other in terms of love. Yeah, we really have hugs and kisses every single day, every morning, evening. It's like khana. Without hugs, it doesn't work for both of us. So it's that kind of thing. Yeah. So I really want you to understand this in depth so that the relationships, any relationship in your life, the kind of relationship which I have with my mother-in-law now, is so changed. It's so changed. You know, of course, with my father, my brother, everyone changed, but you get married and you have conflicts, and then when you learn and when you change, it's like you feel like, wow, this is awesome. It was me who was having perceptions and not able to really understand. Now, let's get into this more, yeah? Okay. People who are visual. So you have seen someone who talks very fast. Revati, you were talking about it, huh? We talk very fast, having our eyes up, breathing faster, fast rate of speech, using more of the words which is in visual, like colors, big, size. It's kept here, where here. We are using our visual. Kept here, it's kept here, it's kept here. They can't make the picture of the inside of the brain, right? Correct? You understand? So people who use their eyes up, their rate of speech faster, they go very fast and they talk faster with fast rate of breathing. They are more in visual. They are utilizing that sense more. People who are going in auditory means their eyes actually go sideways like this towards the ear, sideways. They like to talk with pauses, slow rhythms. Their breathing is moderate, neither too fast, neither too slow. It's moderate just from the chest. They use the words like talking, discuss, sound, rhythm, things which is related to music, the things, words which is related to sound. The vocabulary is in sound. Yeah. And have you seen people who talk slow? Their eyes are more, they take their eyes down multiple times. They will take a deep breath and then they will talk. Yeah. I feel, I sense. Let me get in touch. Let me get a sense of this. I don't feel good about it. I'm not having a great vibe. Yeah. I think we can move in, right? So they are talking from the kinesthetic sense. Now there is uh, not really, my dear. No. There is a saying, people started categorizing others only in visual or auditory or kinesthetic. So that's not the idea. You change depending on the context, depending on people around, depending on what you want today. So it's not that you are just in one category. That's not the intent. John actually started discovering this. The intent is that when you communicate with your loved ones, especially, yeah, or very, important stakeholders, you can identify in that meeting, in that moment, or in that time when you're communicating with your spouse, which sensory system is your spouse in. So it is not that my husband, that Rahul is not visual. While we work together in our business, Rahul is a visual-oriented person. He would like to see the Excel sheet first and then talk. He will say, send me that document, what you are saying to me, and then we will talk. So he would, in business context, he is visual. Professionally, he is visual and auditory later. In love or in relationship context, he is kinesthetic and auditory later. He's KA there. KAV is his strategy. Here it's VAK, it is a strategy. It's just opposite. Yeah. And I didn't know this until I discovered him. And I discovered myself also, of course. That's the very first thing. Yeah. So you would very easily able to identify people who are fast using their hands above like this, eyes up, hands like this, fast rate of speech, words in visuals, people for eyes going sideways, hands moderate rate of speech, slow, down, and vocabulary K. You will identify people go in one. Now, did you identify that in one conversation? Now, in one conversation, I took you from visual journey to auditory journey to a smell to taste to the feeling, back to some audio, back to some visual. You now notice that? So the intent is, of course, to as much as utilize all senses so that we can feel, we can really live life. And it was, of course, said that whatever I see, I feel, I see, I feel, I feel, I feel. I repeat, I see this and I feel something. I hear the sound and I feel something. I feel and I feel something. Technically, it is with everyone. And this is called synesthesia. I'll just write that. This is called synesthesia. Technically, this is with everyone. Everyone does it. There is no one in this world who, it's not like this. So someone will have more of one sense, of course. All right. Some has more of one sense. And in the sensory system, it is called if I'm using words with you. Okay. All right. So I was using words with you. So I'm representing information to you. That's why it is called representational system. When I say that words of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, so when I said colors, for example, right? So this is called vocabulary of visual. When I'm saying sound, for example, this is called vocabulary of auditory. When I'm saying feeling, for example, this is called vocabulary of kinesthetic, right? So these vocabulary in NLP is named as predicates. All right. Which predicate is the person using? So how do you know predicate? Through which, how are they representing? The representational system. The representational system. How are they representing? All right. Using eyes. If you just now notice, I have been telling you eyes up, eyes sideways, and eyes down. Remember, I've been talking about this up, sideways, and down. Yeah. When you observe people eyes, okay, if you observe people eyes, then you get to know which lead system are they using. Now, what is lead system? So there are two kind of system in senses in your VACOG. One is representational system, one is lead system. Representational system is known by the words which we choose, and that's called predicates or vocabulary of VAC. Lead system is a system which is like eyes. Now look at this. Look at my eye. Dhara, um, if I ask you, about where is your wardrobe kept in your house? Where is it?
It's in the closet area.
Very nice. Now, did you notice Pritika and Revati? Hannah?
She's visual. She was
Right.
thinking, her eyes went up
So,
while she, yeah.
yes. So the very simple observation which I want you to make is where the eyes are going when you ask a question. Okay? All right. So she first went sideways to hear what I am saying. She
Okay.
actually did that, if you will see the recording.
Yeah.
And it was just for less than a second.
Mhm.
And the moment she heard, she quickly went up. Yeah. So it's not her, it is the unconscious. It is our brain which is doing it. This is called programming. That's the way the system is programmed inside.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's ask. Now you ask me any question. Any one of you. चलो चलो कुछ भी पूछो. Anything. Come on.
Where did you do your college from?
College. Pune. Why am I thinking?
Auditory? Audit, like, uh,
Where did my eyes go first?
sideways.
Sideways.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
all
you
right.
close
So
your eyes.
I was actually maybe because of the camera, but I was actually going up like this.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm seeing and hearing both.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. Okay, all right. So good, very good observations, all of you. So now let me ask Pritika, can you just clear your camera?
Sorry. No. Maybe I should take my glasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see.
Mhm.
Okay. Which Hindi song do you know?
Uh, my favorite is from that, Ranbir Kapoor's movie, Deepika Padukone. I'm not able to recall that
Yeah,
song.
that's okay. That's fine.
Mhm.
Now, did you notice what she's doing, Revati? Do you notice?
Kinesthetic.
Okay,
The eyes
don't
fall
label
down
it.
and she
Don't
close.
label it. First, where did she move her eyes?
Side and down.
Yes. So she was opening a file
Mhm.
from the sound system,
Mhm.
but when it did not open fully, she felt it in the body, then it got opened.
Mhm.
You understand? So it is very normal. That's what Tara's system also did. That's what my system was also doing.
So when a person like closes the eyes, so she closed
Hmm.
her eyes for quite
Kinesthetic.
considerable.
Remember. Okay.
That
Yeah.
is kinesthetic.
Yes, I am feeling that moment. This is called access. Okay. Let me just go back to gallery. Yeah. 1 minute. So I am feeling that moment. You're very good question. So when a person closes the eyes, the person is feeling the moment. When the person is, thinking through the sideway, I was thinking as the word, why the word was not coming. Maybe I have multiple things do
Mm.
happening. Yeah. So you understand? When my eyes are going up, I'm finding opening the file in my visual system. When my eyes are going down, I'm accessing the file to open. When my eyes are going sideways, I am accessing the sound to open the file. File is yet not open. My brain is accessing it.
Mm.
Yeah. So have you seen some of the kids in your college, Revati, or Pritika in your kid, or you have a kid, right? So you've seen kids coming and saying, teacher, I want to talk to you. You know what that guy said? And the person looking up, guy
Yeah,
said,
number of persons are coming and going, and I am looking their eyes in my even the staff when I am talking with.
exactly. Have you seen Pritika, your daughter or your son?
I haven't keenly noticed it, but maybe I will. Like, I haven't
Yeah,
noticed
it's
this thing,
very
but
interesting.
yeah.
You have seen that? Your
Uh,
My
voice
Peace.
son
keeper.
used to like say something, what
Uh,
happened, and then he'll gradually turn somewhere and he'll
yes.
talk about the thing after moving. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, Dhara. Yeah.
Thing I remember a teacher scolding somebody saying, "ये ऊपर क्या देखते रहते हो बार-बार तुम?" Like when question is being asked, the kid would do like this. So teacher
Yeah.
would say, "ऊपर क्या देखते रहते हो बार-बार?"
Yes.
So
It doesn't
fun.
know that, accessing the files through visual.
Yeah,
Every
that
day I am enjoying in the class because I can't, the students don't know about these things and all. But I myself enjoying on seeing their face without knowing. Before when I am taking class, I used to shout what she said. Now only I can understand why she was blink that time because she is from auditory. So I explained everything through like pictures by drawing some pictures in the air. You think, imagine like this, imagine like that. So now you are, as you said, all the images are in my mind, but I am expecting my auditory student to imagine. How come that is possible?
so you would start saying, you start saying, um, um, see these pictures talking to each other. See these pictures, this guy heard this answer.
Now
So when
like
you're
I am
ex
going with some small properties because I can't change my audit my system. I am
you can, you
100% now. I have to learn from you because I'm a very poor listener. I can't hear more than my auditory system is very weak.
Okay, all right. So here is a task for all of you. Okay, of course, this recording will be recorded and put to you. So you would go back and hear it again and pick out number of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic words anyone and everyone said in this room. Okay, that would help you improve your own auditory system. That's a task, a separate task. Every day you're going to just focus on hearing what words, what category are they using the words. So some people use visual auditory, some use auditory kinesthetic, some use auditory visual. We don't know. Some use visual K also. So what kind of words they use more? So your objective now is to observe people. What are they using? What are they doing with the words and their eyes? Okay?
Arun, I do have a doubt. So when you
Yeah.
asked me about the song, right, I
Hmm.
immediately had the picture of the song in my mind,
Hmm.
but I'm not able to recall that.
The words.
So is that mean that my visual sensory is actually, it's working, or like am I
Yes.
not, I'm not able to get, because you said like I'm more auditory and kinesthetic oriented, but
No,
I
no,
don't
no, no, no,
have
no,
the
no.
visual
Okay, so
thing.
first of all, stop again. I repeat. Thank you so much. The intent is not to label ourselves
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
am only auditory or I am only visual.
Okay.
Number one.
Mm.
Number two, the unconscious had a program. When
Mm.
I asked you about a song itself is audio.
Okay. 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 Okay.
It went to audio file, and
Mm.
when it did not get the audio file, it went to feel the song.
Mm.
We are right now only understanding how are you communicating.
Mm.
You understand? So let's say, for example, if I ask you, how do you feel with your son?
Mm.
How do you feel with your son? Think about it. Tell me.
Happy and loving. So,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So
uh,
where did she go?
no, like,
All right. Oh, take out your glasses when you will
mm,
work on the laptop.
yeah.
Okay. Um, oh, which movie did you see last?
This Malayalam movie called Go. Mm.
Okay, all right. What did you have a day before yesterday?
Mm. Biryani, I think so, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Now in this one. So questions, answers which you remember,
Mm.
you're not opening files. We are quickly saying that's why she was talking to you straight.
Mm.
Okay. Question day before yesterday, she had to go and open the file.
Mm.
So they would give you the cue, which file are they opening?
Mm.
That's why she was there. So this is one important thing. And in the second one, when should we asked, what was the question which we asked? The second question.
Uh, what did I eat like day before yesterday?
Now observe that when she is thinking about, so you are going, closing, and then saying
Mm.
it, right? Which is kinesthetic.
Mm.
All right. So we will identify by while we talk and talk and talk and more, identify that now think about it, Pritika. You feel, remember, you were saying you feel what you're feeling. There is some problem, but you can feel it, but you can't say it.
Mm.
You get it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kinesthetic is feeling.
Yeah.
He is auditory more.
Mm.
You get it? And
Yeah.
you are more kinesthetic. And this is normal in husband-wife.
Mm.
Both of them have two different systems. That's why there is a conflict in communication. The problem is not in people. Okay,
Mm.
always remember, all of you. The problem is never with people. The problem is that we both don't know which sensory system you are communicating with. And we need to match the sensory systems. Okay?
Suppose one particular system is dominating, that is obvious. How to
Hmm.
balance or how to improve the other. For example, I am more visual, but when someone is talking, definitely it is tough for me. It's a very big, tough task for me to focus on their what they are orally communicating.
Two
Then how to
things.
improve?
Start doing two things. One, start talking the same words they are talking internally.
Mm.
Okay? So I'm saying something, so you start internal dialogue of what I am saying, not what you're thinking. Okay? Do this conscious activity. I have done this. In fact, modeling is this. I'm asking you all to model me. So when I'm answering, this thing has to go on inside you. Okay,
If I
that's number
keep
one.
repeating internally, I'm missing the context, what you are saying, how to cope up with.
Okay, all right. Do in parts. Do some, again pause, some, again pause, and your unconscious will be trained into it. Okay, all right, yeah. Missing the context, as I'm saying, this is just first day. From tomorrow, missing the context is fine. Okay, getting lost in these classes is okay because I'm here to hold you. It's fine to get lost. Yeah, all right. It is going to be a roller
Thank
coaster.
you.
Most welcome. Yeah. So it is going to be a roller coaster from tomorrow onwards, more and more. So right now we're setting everything to you to tell you, let you know that it is okay, it's fine. Let it be like that. Okay. So I was telling you two things in that. One is listening, doing it in with me, or someone is saying and repeating that. The second one is do a practice every day for close your eyes and listen to a song. Close your eyes and listen to something deeply. That improves your ability to listen because then you are closing one of the sense cleanly. Okay, do both. Open eyes and repeat, and close your eyes and do both. All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's important. Okay. So I was
One question.
yes.
You were mentioning something representational system and lead system.
Hmm.
What is
Hmm.
that?
Yeah. So when I was representing you my story of travel, right? You remember I was telling you in words about colors. In words, I was telling you, Papa said, Papa ne kaha, Papa ne kaha. I was feeling the breeze. ये words हैं. So this is vocabulary, right? This is called predicates. So I'm using some predicates, vocabulary, to represent my information, which is in my brain stored, and I'm representing you the information. That's why it is called representational system. So while I was representing, I was using all the systems, right? Correct? While Pritika represented me in the morning itself, I knew that she's using K and his husband is using different system. But of course, I'm pausing and taking step-by-step progress for all of you. Yeah? Got it? So whenever you are giving me information, when you're talking to me, I know that there is the only challenge is we need to identify what systems through which it is getting stuck. The problem is not the problem. The state and the systems and the patterns which is stuck, we need to identify that and free ourselves to give ourselves choices. That is what successful people do, and that made me also success. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful life after you do all these things and practice this in deep. Good question. Lead system. Lead system is basically to identify which file you have used to open information. So I asked you a question that what did Papa said yesterday? And after you hear my question, then only you will open the file and you will use your eyes faster. So I know that you are using your eyes. Okay, all right. Yeah, it is also said that when the eyes move left side, you are recalling. And when the eyes move on the right side, you are constructing. All right. However, this research is not 100%. Okay, so we don't focus on this. This is not 100%. I repeat, you are asking me something, I was actually going on the left side. This is my left. Remember college? So recall from the left. People who are right-handed people, they recall from the left. Yeah, and people then construct. Construct does not mean lie. It means constructing a sentence, a full context. I want to add a few more colors into it, isn't it? I have few. I want to add more, dramatic way to, explain things, right? So right side of the body, when it goes up or down, like this, it is this construction. Now, in the down also, when it goes on the left side, it is internal dialogue. My left is internal dialogue, and my right is the feelings, how I feel about it. Okay, all right. So what we are going to do right now is, Beena, are you there? We will now what we will do is that we will create the breakout room. Rakesh, are you there? Sheetal, you are going to be there, right?
Riddhima, I'm expecting guests at 4:15, so I might leave.
Okay. So
Mm.
4 to 5, Rakesh and Beena, you are there, right? 4 to 5. So what we will do now, all of you, is now your game starts. I want you to be free for this game for an hour. Okay. You will take a break. The game is very simple. In a room, there will be 2 or 3 people. Sheetal would not be there. Bindu is an observer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So 2 or 3 people. Okay. All new members, especially, and then all members also. Rakesh, you will also do this because it will improve your sensory ability also. So all of you will represent a beautiful story. Add your masalas into it, doesn't matter. Okay? A beautiful vacation, beautiful story, any achievement, anything. You will represent that, and the other person who is listening is noticing the words category and noticing the eye movements. That's all. Nothing else. Words category and the eye movements. That's all the work is. One part is done, then the other side will also do the same thing. Yes, of course, Sheetal, you can be here till as much as you want. Okay? All right? Yeah. I really want all the August and November batch people at least to come because there's so much which they can get it. Okay, all of you? This will be 2 sides. It will take at least half an hour because you should express your story fully. Your story has to be at least of 10 minutes. Yeah, so create your story, take a 15 minutes break, create your 10-minute story, and you would express your 10-minute story to the other person, and the other person would create the list of verb predicates, eyes where are moving, sideways, it's going down. When does it go down? Is it matching with the feeling, or the word is color, but the eyes go down? I don't know. This can also happen. Okay. So it will be a I don't know. So you'll be on the go. And when the person is telling you the story, try to match and match and match also with the person if it's possible, but keeping the focus right now today on VAC, VAK is called VAC or VACOG, VAKOG, or on the eye assessing cues, which I told you, up, sideways, and down. Okay, focus very deeply into this. One side will take you 10 minutes, 5 minutes of discussion, or 10 minutes of discussion. Then again 10 minutes and 10 minutes of discussion. So 10 into 4, 45 minutes you would be done, and then you can take the leave. I will see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I will make the breakout rooms, and I will also make Beena, Rakesh, the host. You all will be in the breakout rooms, will be doing your work, enjoying, and I will have observations with you tomorrow morning at 11. I also want you to remember I've given you some games. There is no need to take out extra time for these games. You're going to eat, talk, and just observe your family and observe yourself. आज के लिए that's all. Only get into the game of observation. Any questions in this, all of you? Good to go to explore? Great. Okay, all right. So it's